Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Disney Dungeons and Dragons.
Disney Dungeons and Dragons.
I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me, as always, at this time of the week, our wonderful problem children. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Oh man, it has been a crazy time for you guys, but aren't you glad it's all over? As last we saw you guys, we're done with Tartarus, right? Everything's fine.
And they all lived happily ever
The
after.
meme of everything is fine with the fire behind me.
Literally, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The fire
This is
around you,
fine.
and everything's
We're
fine.
out of the frying pan into the fire, or we're out of the fire into the frying pan. Hopefully,
Um,
I think that's.
but yes, last time making it to Asmodeus's lair, Nessus, the final layer of hell or Tartarus, whatever vernacular you choose, realizing that he married this woman named Sherazade, who is Jasmine's biological mother, and he is the biological father.
So that happened.
That happened.
It didn't.
Jasmine realizing the reason you've never met them is your grandfather basically he struck an evil deal to say like, well, I'm taking my granddaughter, you don't get her anymore because I don't approve. It's a whole thing.
That is the worst kind of.
But you guys we're able to strike kind of that bargain with Asmodeus where the schism energy isn't normally given whatsoever to mortals. That's a big no. Asmodeus kills them on sight. By bringing Jasmine there, just by making it there, he has given you all that opportunity to, if you want, give up something to gain something. A wish, a pure, unadulterated, no consequences wish, which is rather strange because, again, mostly wish spells have consequences. This is like a what do you want? To which I actually now will turn to the party member that couldn't make it last week, unfortunately. What you know, so Asmodeus, fun fact, has a bit of telepathy. So this is actually just in your mind. As he is speaking, the deal that he kind of presents is if you want, you could give up something that is important to you. It has to be something meaningful and big. You can't just be like, here, I'll drop 1,000 gold pieces, or sure, take my wallet. Like it's like a give and take where it's like, this is something I'm willing to sacrifice, whether it's a physical thing, an emotional thing, a hypothetical thing, a magical thing. And in return, he is willing to let you enter what is known as the schism, this magical energy where you could make one wish. And so, Kronk, I'm going to let you think about it. I hope I didn't spring it on you, because the rest of the party got to start thinking. If there's something you're thinking, go ahead and message me. That's actually part of this is no one can know what anyone else gave up. If it like comes up or it becomes apparent, it's not like, oh, okay, I see. Like Mr. Incredible doesn't have his mask anymore. I wonder what that means. But so if you want to, you can.
You can also do multiple if you so wish.
The multiple though,
well, that was only for those of you guys who made the special deal about
yes,
right.
For the party, unfortunately, Kronk, it's the Asmodeus did make a deal. Jim, actually, Braxton, very clever, basically saying, like, can we make a deal on the River Styx to say just taking the energy just for the god-killing stuff, and if we don't use it, it's gone. Kind of like a... So it literally doesn't help you, or it really helps you, but there's no hurt, but there's no, like, loophole out. So I'm gonna let you think about that, Kronk.
Okay.
Is that something
we have everything we need for our goal though?
Yes.
I just want to make sure of that before I
Because we came up with 6.
do anything. Because if there's anything that the party needs from me, then I'm happy to do that. I just want to make sure that we're all squared away.
Yeah, we're good.
Smart. Yeah, you know, Kronk, right now there are 6 bottles of this energy. Jim has one, Hook has one, Mr. Incredible, and Thumbelina, and Morph actually has 2. Morph not only took the deal, Morph, for Morph's personal wish, also asked for this kind of just energy spell. So there's 6 of them, meaning if the right circumstances are met, you could make 6 objects that could turn Hades mortal. And so that's pretty good. That's why, like, the party was like, like Jasmine didn't do it again, like all that stuff. It's that the party was feeling pretty set at that point. So now it's just, is there a wish you want?
Okay.
Alrighty. In which case, I'll let you think about that. Message me yes or no, whatever you want to think, and take your time, no rush.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're good. But in leaving Tartarus, what you guys did, you actually at first point bamfed back into the world, and then realized, we'd love to go to Agrabah instead, and so it was a go to Narnia real quick, but like oops all giants, and then quickly teleport back to Agrabah.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was
Wait,
like that.
We showed up in the throne room with this huge.
I think we retconned that.
I am not retconning that at all.
We do have a
In this throne room, I know I put you by like the Agrabah fountain is what I made. That's where you guys are at. But you guys are sitting here in the throne room with a 10-foot tall turkey leg.
I love this.
And it's causing a lot of commotion because everyone's like, "What is this? Is that a turkey leg?"
It's mine.
Immediately claiming it. But you guys know that Jasmine has kind of like, shall I say, taken charge of the situation.
Yes,
Because a lot of people are in huge commotion. As you all know, or rather Kronk news to you, but from last time, Jasmine, you wished for any place or person that Hades had destroyed to return. Meaning Agrabah, Corona, the temples, all these things that, while you guys were in the lower layers, are all back. And so a lot of people who just like popped back to life, so to speak, are all in a lot of chaos of what's going on. And that's where we'll kind of begin. You guys are in the throne room, and I will ask, what would you guys like to do while you're here now?
Gonna wait for Jasmine's lead.
Well, because I already sort of addressed that situation, and I think you mentioned that I'm like right next to my dad, so like, I wonder if I can kind of quietly talk to him before figuring out how I want to address this to everyone, but basically saying, I hate to bring trouble like right when I get back, but we are expecting a siege.
You see your dad, he's gonna do something a little interesting. You see, he immediately looks concerned. Like this older sultan immediately goes, "Oh," like I mean, because that's the worst thing to hear. Sorry, I'm just making a quick note.
Like we just became not a crater. And now we have a sea.
You see, though, your father kind of like thinks for a moment and then turns and goes, "Well, I'm not the Sultan. That's your responsibility." And in that, like, it's not like your dad is a bad guy. He's never been evil, but as controlling as he is for the first time. This is a big act of, listen, you're the legal sultana.
Mm-hmm.
You pulled the shenanery with King Arthur to say, nope, laws on
fine, you wanted it, here it is.
Well, but in a trusting
supportive
way.
way.
You like no insight needed. You know he trusts you.
Okay, that's just gonna be that kind of big excuse and like, okay, I got this. What do I remember from the siege we had during the apocalypse and like whatever measures we put into place there?
So yes, the siege in Corona, because with the exception of Pronk and Morph, all of you were at the siege of Corona.
Well, no, I mean like because Jasmine was in Agrabah during that time. Like I remember we had like attacks on the convoys.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying like at the same time, like Meg, Jim Hawkins, all of you guys were in Corona. Jasmine, you were sieging Agrabah. The last time you had a big siege, it literally was everyone loaded up into the bottom layer of the castle. Because you know, there's multiple layers to the castle. There's the bottom layer, steps leading up to a middle, and of course the actual palace in the middle. And that's, last time it was that like, the entire citizens just made base camps in the in the middle ring. All the armies were in the outer ring, in the gardens, shall we say.
Yeah.
And, you know, most of the generals then were in the inner ring, like yourself, and it was just siege. Because with the thieves, like thieves can get in and out, so there was never a want for food or water. Magically, you're fine. It was just that like awkward. Oh no, we're sitting here. A bunch of hyenas are attacking us, and we just can't go anywhere. But that's kind of all you are. Is it was easier with them because they didn't have any big generals. It was just armies.
Cool. So in that case, I'm going to kind of tack on to the end of like my previous speech that like, okay, yes, you are all back. However, the commotion and the wars that were in the world are still ongoing. Everyone, please, like go camp out in the lower layers, get yourselves and your families to safety while like I prepare the armies for another siege. And then I want to find like messengers to like get that whole message out, get people in, go like talk to generals, organize a war council with like the rest of these guys to figure out how we're gonna like defend, and if we can go do like hits on the big bads that are coming with the armies.
Excellent. You see again.
You could do a strike team.
Yeah.
If I can find like Butcher Talia to help coordinate with like again thieves prepping to getting out for food and stuff.
Yes, because the Thieves Guild, again, Butch and Talia are that we get the food and supplies.
Yep.
And here's what I'll say. While this is happening, we cut back perfectly. This works so well. Kronk, we cut back to your time in hell. As what I'm going to say is, again, what you saw, Kronk, before entering the schism, a giant swirling vortex with no discernible, like, reflection. What was very interesting is this seemed like a painted picture, right? As if someone had, like, using paint strokes had made the image of this portal. Kronk, you feel yourself enter in, and suddenly you are in a pure white expanse. And I say white because there's no other color to describe it.
Please let it be Kuzco.
One could say it's black, one could say it's white, one could say it's gray. There's nothing here. It is a nothingness. And as you're looking around, Kronk, you see yourself.
Hey,
Hey,
looking good, big guy.
I could say the same thing about you. This creature, you're quickly realizing this isn't really you. It's not like a mirror image. It's not like a doppelganger that you guys fought. It seems like something that like has your shape, shall we say, like it's your face, your eyes, and yet there's that obvious disconnect of this thing isn't like normal. As this creature kind of looking at you just goes, so you really trust yourself?
Sorry, it's a little garbled.
You say to yourself, so I see you really trust yourself.
Well, I mean, if I can't trust the face in the mirror, who else am I gonna trust?
The mini Kronks on your shoulder, the angel and devil, just like, hey, he's got a point. You always gotta trust us. I say you don't trust us. Personally, you realize though, Kronk, for the first time ever, the other you laughs as if it heard the angel and devil on your shoulder.
Wait, you can hear them?
You see it goes, of course, they're hilarious.
Aren't they? I'm so glad somebody else can second this.
All right. I mean, it's kind of my thing. It's hard to explain what I am, but I see those things.
Huh.
And at this point, the other Krog kind of gets serious. Not like in a intense, but comes in and goes, so, what can I do for you? What do you want?
Well, I would really love to be able to give everybody in the world a nice warm meal.
Oh, that's
Right.
Yeah,
We're gonna feed the world.
exactly, my guy.
And Kronk, based on what you texted me, and again, the intention of this wish, that's kind of what matters here,
Mhm.
is you see the other Kronk, kind of like shakes your hand, just like, that's a pretty good wish. Have fun. And with that, Kronk, when you step out of the portal, or rather, you find yourself stepping out of the portal, you don't remember leaving, and you don't remember what happened. It's that, like, I know what I wish for, because I knew what I was going to say, but there is now no memory of that place. As Kronk, you're thinking about this, as Jasmine is starting to rally, you see that Talia, one of Jasmine's like old thieves friends, just like, well, excuse me, Sultana, but food's not gonna be a problem this time. No, you see as she kind of like gestures towards a window, and all of you can move in the throne room. Across Agrabah, there is a new expanse of like field lands, as in like, not, again, it is a desert,
We're in
but
the desert.
this is like a new industrial, like agricultural ditch has been like new irrigation for these fields, as this is everywhere. Like almost every major town, city, person now has access to good foods.
Yes.
That's insane.
As Kronk solved world hunger.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
My suggestion there would be to, just give everyone else in the world a pocket of infinite spinach as well. But
I can't, because that would break the game, because you guys don't know why.
I'm so curious about what's up with this bucket of spinach.
You never know. So, but basically, yes, Kronk, it's that like, you get that little thing in your mind of, it worked. All right. Like, yeah, you solved world hunger. There is now no nation that would go without food.
Oh my.
Yes.
That is,
gracious.
and like supply chain wise, like one
And
of the
this doesn't
major
break
things,
the game?
like, let me put it this way, a big city like New Orleans, like the nation to the south, right next to the bayou kind of stuff, always has struggled with getting food in. It's why it's not a nation yet, because it's hard to like import food in a swampland. There's now enough food down there to start feeding a country. So Kronk, great, cool world building. And Jim wished for a talking sword.
Hey!
It's everyone had good wishes. I really love all
Mine
your
was
wishes.
not very imaginative.
But Morph's was very helpful, as again, Morph, you did wish for another wish energy for everyone. As you all, though, in looking at this, yes, Jasmine, the thieves won't have to steal. It's just cool. Let's go harvest some food before we store it, and we'll have enough storage for everyone for a while.
That's amazing.
Joseph of Egypt style.
Yeehaw.
Wow, Krog. That is so
Twitch will
cool.
say what Butch and Talia will do, though. Again, fun fact, they don't have official roles in
They're the
Agrabah.
unofficial, like...
By officially claiming them as people, you would have to technically kill them.
Yeah.
It's not like, as long as there's the anonymity of, oh, I know this person, they're a person, and not, because then it's, well, what's your day job kind of vibe. Butch and Talia, though, will still go and organize the Thieves Guild,
Yeah.
because they can do now more hit-and-run army stuff.
Yep.
To which I will then ask you all, what is going to be your, shall I say, plan of attack? So this is where, again, the majority of the people, they're going to be escorted out. The guards are going to take them. You guys now have a chance to, like, full, what's the word I want to use? Like, well, battle plan. You can sit there. I'm about to pull up a map of the world so you guys can all go, oh, there's what we're looking at. Here's Agrabah. Here we go. Oh, I got to put it on OBS. Here we go. Image. Agrabah. So sorry. It will be coming up in T-minus
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. So, this is Agrabah. And where it's not on this map because this is now an outdated map. That agricultural like pocket you see, that like big irrigation ditch, now stretches like so far south. Like that's now like that was like, oh yeah, here's the miniature. Like it's where in Agrabah a lot of the big stuff here is like rice and bean and like things that you can grow in like a wetter like desert area. But what you see is it's hard to tell with kind of the box shape, but the box shape you see is the outer walls of the palace. There is still a middle wall that is kind of like covered by the dome. That's where all the people go, and of course, like the towers where the like important people can stay. Agrabah is a big, low-lying spread city. There's no big towers. It's that, hey, it's super hot. The most you're looking at is a 2-story building spreading through. There's the main road, as it is known, that leads you to the palace. And, of course, the secondary road that leads you to the ports, as Agrabah is huge with trade with spices, silks, linens, with the rest of the world.
Okay. So, question, do we know where the armies are coming from?
That's one of the first things you're not sure. The only real information you got from Glacia, Jasmine's sister, was that they are coming for you. And so you're not sure which way. Because they could come from the water, because technically it is a like heavier slope geographically behind the palace, but there is waterway down there.
Quick question: can we all like make quick perception checks for like scrying and things?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
can we figure out how they're tracking us as well, or like?
Yes, if you guys want to do like perception or scry or any sort of way to like figure out if you're being watched.
I think that's a 15 on perception.
It's a dirty 20 perception.
Dirty 20.
I was
15.
wrong. It's
Me
a
too.
14.
Hey, okay. Oh, 14 for more. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
I overestimated my talents.
Oh, what do the contacts and the thing, let's see, sorry, I need to, the ring and the contacts that I got from, I need to
Yes.
double check. The ring is animal friendship, right?
Yes. This is a ring of animal friendship. These contacts are eyes of the eagle.
Ah, okay.
Yes. This is what gives you advantage on perception checks, as well as you can see definitive tiny objects for like up to a mile, which is crazy good. I mean, eagle eyes, right? So here's what I will say. Right now, Kronk and Jasmine, you guys are starting to look through. Kronk, what you're noticing is like in this room, it is all of you guys. So like, including Thumbly, Mr. Incredible off to the side, and Hook. But beyond that, the only other person here is the Sultan.
Do I not have like generals or people who would be in a meeting like this? Or?
Not really.
Okay.
This is
I got a,
yes.
I got a 22 on perception.
Ah, yes. Jim, what you are noticing that Kronk isn't, shall we say, or Kronk, like you're doing that, like scan the room, see every person in here. Jim, you're starting to like look around. You're noticing that there doesn't seem to be like any sort of scrying, like bubbles or like people at the windows. So you get the impression you could very much be alone. But I will say then, with all your perceptions, it doesn't seem to answer how they're coming for you or how they're tracking you, if that makes sense.
Okay. So this whole conversation is going to be through message.
Gotcha.
That's a good idea.
You start messaging, so now you can talk, but it will all be in your mind.
And then if we are using any sort of map or anything like that to plan as well, I would like to use illusory script, if that's possible.
That is a
It's so possible. It's one of the best spells, in my opinion. You use that. What would you like it to look like?
I would just like it to be as confusing as possible. And so if anyone is looking in, they only see us gesturing to what looks like a map of who knows
Like
what.
modern art type.
Yeah. The
Jack's-
weirdest Picasso you can think of.
Guernica.
It's that like Picasso meets Salvador Dali meets Jackson Pollock meets George Seurat. Like this is just
threw up on a campus.
unintelligible.
Yeah, that's just pain.
Postmodernism, just blah. Where someone could look and go, the inner
That is
expression
worth
of
a lot of
one's
money.
true stress, right? But no one's gonna see this and see a map of Agrabah. That's a good spell. Yeah, and just it's and with this being a ritual spell, what I would say, Jim, is normally it lasts a minute. You can keep ritual casting this and just kind of keep a general illusory script up on it. What I will then say is you guys can now start to talk amongst yourselves and plan as yes, no one can hear you, it's all in your minds, and no one can see anything you would put on this map.
Okay. And then I have another question.
Yes.
So when I used Fabricate to remake my board, is it the same as like my original board with the modifications and stuff like that or could I at least give it the same abilities as my original board?
I'm going to say, because Fabricate is a 4th level spell.
Pretty high level spell.
And I am extremely proficient in Arcana and being able to craft stuff like that. Plus, I had the book.
It's what I would say is yes, because normally it's one of those like just because it's you, just because I like you. No, it's like Jim, you've spent years building these boards. You know the ins and outs. You have this official like pamphlet to like really get in there, and using Fabricate, which does so much of that literal heavy lifting / intricacy of it. I will say this is basically your old board again.
Okay.
Like the only thing that's different is any new stuff you want to put on it.
Okay, so it'd still be able to cast like invisibility through it.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Like, this is a beautiful piece of legendary object.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay. Now, personally, for me and for Jim, I'd like to be able to get to the Pirate Council, what's it called? The
Brethren Court.
The Brethren Court as soon as possible.
Yes.
And question, would that be feasible with me and Hook on the board?
Oh, yeah, just like a 2-man job.
Because having pirates, I feel like would be a really good thing for this.
Do you guys have the gate back?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let me see real quick.
In fact, I actually have a different piece of 8. I'm now the what was it? The Pirate Lord of Space.
Of the stars. The stars, yeah. It's one of those like the Pirates of Dizania when they first divvied up with, all right, this is a seed, this is a seed, this is a seed. And Captain Flint Salongo went, and I get up. And everyone went, all right. Like, sure, buddy. Like, no one knew about astral travel and star travel, right? They're just like, sure.
He got the best deal.
He very much did, right? You like look at Captain Barbossa. The Caspian Sea is really big, right? Like Caspian Sea is everything past the Horn Mountains. It's the Dwarven area. Like, but Flint got everything else in the universe. Like, what a
It's like when the Greek gods were divvying up the underworld, the ocean, and the sky. Zeus got the best deal there.
yeah. Poseidon, sure, have all the water. Oh yeah, Hades, everything in there. I get everything else. It's like, how was this fair? Here's what I'm just making sure because
we have a disgruntled god of death becoming the BEG.
Because your board, Jim, has an 80-foot flying speed, right? Your old board.
Yeah.
So dramatic.
The problem, though, is it's the only downside. It has a carrying capacity of only 200 pounds, meaning it's like when you fly it, right? Like you're that 160 to 180, like you're just a dude on a board. But it's if you're bringing Hook as well, it then will cut your fly speed in half. So whereas it's not bad, you can still fly, but it's only going 40 feet.
Okay, well, how long? Asking Hook, how long would it take for us to get where we need to go?
You see, Hook goes
with just like me on my board, so not the half speed.
Just you. This is where I have to do my quick real world math to make sure. Any so you're going that many feet a second, 60 in a minute, in an hour. Here we go. Not bad. Oh, I did that wrong. 90 minutes. Ooh. Jim, if you were to solo go, you're looking at about 1 day's journey.
1 day.
Meaning sun up to sundown, right? Like 1 day, just you. And there might be that con check of like, oh, because about that 20-hour mark, 21, you're gonna get tired because it's that like you're riding the winds there. 1 day just on yourself. If Hook was with you, it very much doubles to 2 because at that point you're flying about the speed of a flying ship, right? It's gonna be that like 2-day travel.
Okay.
Because you know Silver is on his way to Agrabah. That was one of the last things you told him. And with his ship, with the Tiger's Eye, yeah, it's about a 2-day travel up and in. So that's kind of that like spatial awareness of how that would work.
Okay. And then how far out is he?
He's about at this point less than a day, but still closer to the day side.
Okay. Good to know. In that case, I think we'll wait.
Gotcha. Alrighty. So we'll wait on the pirates. What other stuff? Do people have other questions? Do people want to start talking about stuff? What other stuff do you need?
Do we know your plan about the Brethren Court and how you're gonna get there and everything?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine. I just need to know what we actually know.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that we're going to meet with the Brethren Court, and I'm going to try to get the pirates on our side, and that's like all you're really going to know.
That sounds good.
Yeah. That would be the normal information anyway of like, hey, because like again, technically only pirates are supposed to know. It's that like cool kids club where
Also, Morph, not to twist the knife or anything, but when Silver does show up, you're not supposed to meet with him.
I know. It hurts so bad. I forgot to ask your dad if I could like have a little bit of a pardon on that little tiny thing.
Well, I mean, that's not his lair.
Yeah.
Though. He really can't do
Wait.
I didn't
But-
think it would happen.
But Morph, hear me out. So you have that wish energy, right? And you're not technically bound to use it.
for one of them.
Oh, I thought I
So-
was.
No, because
Well,
remember,
you didn't-
you did a deal one. The second
other
one
one
you have,
technically
Morph,
wasn't
is
deal.
technically just open. That's why it's like you could use it just for a free wish.
I know where I met the devil, Braxton.
I mean, we still have 5 others.
Yeah, like I think you could do it.
Chris only found 2 keys so
Oh,
far.
but that's so selfish.
The rest of us were as well.
I mean, Morph, you
You
can't
brought
do.
most of the world back to
I was gonna say, Jasmine resurrected half the
Yeah,
world, and
selfish,
Kronk
she
solved
said.
world hunger.
Okay,
Like, I don't think you
Allowed
could
to
do-
be a little selfish at this point.
I don't think
That or maybe you're just not living up to the rest of the group,
Okay, but
okay?
I feel really bad that I basically took Merlin out of the equation for a hot second.
Yeah.
And so I won't use the wish spell.
You won't use the wish spell. Okay, that's fair.
That is so sad.
All right.
If you don't end up needing it, you could
It
always
will be the last one I use, so if we don't use it, Shucky Don, I guess I better use it for something else.
Yeah, it's not like, okay, let's use up the for sure, like we have to use it for wish, and if it's left over, that's fair. That's smart.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, thanks,
You're
Kronk.
welcome.
Yeah, well done. Alrighty. So, what other stuff do you guys want to know?
They're basically, I want to know, like, can the devil and evil lords who are coming to get us, like, just like teleport into the middle of Agrabah, or like, are they gonna have to like march up to the walls, or like,
That
what
is-
can we expect? Yeah, like,
That
what do we
would
know
be-
is
Are-
not for them?
Are they already on this plane?
Some for sure, some we don't know.
Yes, I would say this. In terms of like, can they teleport in, and also, but are they on this plane? With that, you guys know you're probably going to need to literally look for those answers, because it's Do we use some sort of spell or something to find the demon lords that are coming for us? Or do we like know if they're here? That might either require magic, require scouting. Those will be stuff that you guys know, like pure insight based perception. Like, okay, we'd have to like look for those answers.
Okay.
So my suggestion.
I do have a 60-foot aura of divine sense. So if we want to like just take me on a walk around the city, I don't know.
Take me on a walk.
That's actually not a bad idea to patrol the city.
So my
um,
suggestion.
With you doing that. For me, I would like to hop on my board and go scout then at that case. With my eyes of the eagle, I'm going to be really, really far up and out of the way and invisible looking around.
Heck yeah. I like that. So like Jim from above, Kronk, you below, because Kronk, using Roger the squirrel, your speed
Right.
increases. So yeah, you can get around fast.
I'm just imagining all of a sudden there's just this blur of dust going around Agrabah. Just
It's literally, it is the full like Kronk's new groove, like Run Llama Run music of just foo 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 foo. As yeah, Kronk, let me turn on my like magical paladin magic and just like sweep through the city every which way. Like I'm imagining like the Flash from DC.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, you guys can definitely do that. In which case, I can resolve that with you now. Here we go. Kronk, your divine sense is free, or rather, it's just that like ability you use. Jim, if you'd like, you can make some perception with advantage across the city with your eyes of the eagle there.
so I'm specifically scouting for the armies.
Yes. You're
Okay.
looking for the armies. Kronk's trying to vibe out where like people are. And again, this whole time, this is taking like hours in that sense of like, and the people are slowly shoveling into the city, and the guards are putting up the big balustrade walls for like, and now let's put like insane like catapults and ballistas on it, right? Like there's stuff happening.
Okay. I got a 21 on perception.
21 with advantage.
Yes.
Okay. With the 21, yes. More for quick.
Did we already send off the Tome of Understanding to the Beast?
Yes, you did.
Okay, cool. Because I was talking to Tyson, he's like, "What?" So
They haven't gotten it yet because they were.
That's
Mines
fine.
aren't quite synced up yet.
So
I
yes.
just needed to make sure.
As Jim, you fly around. As Kronk like does that, like Jim goes vertically, Kronk goes horizontally. What you both find, Kronk, there is no demonic presence in this city right now. That's very important to note. As you go through, you're also not vibing any undead. In terms of celestial, every so often, like you pass by a civilian, right, or like running through streets, hopping over carts underneath like camels. Like every so often you get a little celestial ping, but it's that like easy enough like, oh, this person might be like innately like it's in their blood kind of vibe of like, oh, one of your ancestors was an angel race kind of vibe. Nothing big though.
Okay.
Yes, Jasmine.
This might be entirely too paranoid, but you always do sneaky stuff. So when you say there's no demonic presence, do you mean like excluding Raja? Like, is he around? Or is that like, oh no, he's off somewhere? Where did he go?
This is in the city.
In the city. Is that different from where we are?
That's different because yes, like the rest of you, like
I just thought you were gonna do some sneaky thing and like, haha, you didn't know this whole time he was off doing yada yada. Like,
well, it's like Kronk and Jim are out in the city while you two are helping shuttle people in.
Yeah.
Um,
that's right. I just
Jim-
wanted to make sure it wasn't one of those sneaky clues.
Jim, on a 21, you are surveying the city. What you find is that there isn't any like approaching army, shall we say? Because again, you even have that mile radius outside of the city on the edge outskirts, where looking through, the desert seems very calm, and you're not thinking like, okay, if an army was approaching, there's gonna be dust cloud here. This is desert. It's all rock and sand and dirt and dust. So it's like there's no like clouds or plumage. There's no marching lines. So it's safe to rule out with like a 21, they're not in the city, and B, the deserts seem completely off the books. Because like let alone me, most people could see that. I think we're fine that way.
Okay.
Can I do an insight to be like, we just kind of like assumed they were bringing the armies? Are they going to though, or is it more like a hit where it's just like the three of them are going to come for us specifically rather than like trying to march up to the front door? You know?
Go ahead and give me an insight. Yeah, it's kind of that like war-based
Like,
insight.
are they actually doing the whole war thing, or is it like, hey, the three of us can just teleport to wherever these Imagineers are?
Gotcha.
Oh, that's. Yeah, that was pretty fast. Actually, a little better. That's a dirty 20 insight.
A dirty 20. Jasmine, if it were you, you'd bring the arm.
Okay.
It's the, and they just wished everyone back.
Right.
And they're a big problem with the wish energy, and they, let alone they're powerful. It's almost like, would you risk just 3
Right.
demons versus, like, Kronk's a big, powerful paladin. Jim and Morph are powerful level sorcerers. You're an insane rogue. Mr. Incredible has some paladin, and Thumbelina is a bard. It's that, like, would you risk sending just 3 people versus an army? Right? It's that, like, so on a 21 insight, Jasmine, it's a, they're probably definitely actually coming. It's not a, it's not a trick, or it's not a, oh, maybe they changed their mind. There's going to be an army in your mind. Yes. At which point I will say, Kronk and Jim, you guys make it back to the inner city, like in these like inner courtyards with everyone. After doing this recon, I will say this: the sun has now like officially started setting, and in Agrabah, it's those beautiful like rays of red and gold light across the sands. Right, it's that very cool before it turns very indigo night sky. You guys come back. You know it's late into the evening, and you guys can. It's that like, and you can report like, hey, this is what we found. So now at this point, again, you can all start replanning. It's like, okay, here's what we just learned, and what do we want to try from here?
Okay. Is the ship going to be here soon?
Yes, you think the ship should be arriving any moment now.
Okay.
My every time I do an exclamation point, it takes us to like it's a hotkey to bring up the title card. I forgot. I thought I was clever, like exclamation point for Nat 13.
I never use an exclamation point.
I should just do a 13. Like, gosh, you'd think I was smart. Anywho, my point being, you guys are sitting here. So, like, you think the Tiger's Eye should be coming into a, whether like ports. Well, I guess it can fly, so maybe they're coming.
It's coming straight for the city.
Right. Either way, it should be here like literally any moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Never mind.
Oh, okay. You guys know then, like, just based off of that like thought process, you are definitely then like, it's nighttime, we're looking at this, what's coming up. And I would ask, is there any other like things you guys want to try to figure out?
I feel like our plan right now is like trust the defenses to hold off the army for a while, and then when we find the demon lords, like we all just assassinate them, and then see if we can rout the army with like.
Is there a place we want to draw the demon lords to?
I would, rather than making a big distraction, I would rather like go to them if I can sneak up on them.
Are we able to teleport? That should be a question for me.
Kronk. Just so you guys know, Kronk does have tree stride now.
Oh, dope!
So basically, if there's a tree next to anywhere we need to go, we can go there.
That's wild!
Yeah, tree stride is an amazing spell.
I have to know the tree, so that's
Yeah,
gonna
or
be
I've seen it.
right.
Yes.
I mean, you have been running all over Agrabah for the last 2 hours.
That's
so-
true, August.
Kronk, you now have seen quite a few palm trees. It's, yes, I will say it's one of those great, literally your oath of the ancients, like with everything, Kronk. You know plant life in this world now so well that your powers from Demeter, you can travel through trees. Which is such a cool spell. Sorry. I love it. What I will ask then is, like, as you guys are here, I'm kind of like putting you in this like inner city, like fountainish area. I guess I could like spread it, like, like off and around, like you're kind of at that corner where like there's the middle city, there's this like grass area. It's kind of nice where like in the real world you're dealing with like, oh, should we really be like shuttling all this water just to like a palace in a desert? When you got magic, it's free. You're like, oh heck yeah, I'm gonna have a topiary garden in the desert because magic, right? I can just make it. So it's kind of fun. Like you're here by this like waiting pool, I will say. And Jasmine, what's important to note is Raja, you're not sure like when he like reemerged. He's back. And you get, it's like that, oh, he kind of's been with you again the whole time, but it's that he's now officially Raja though. Like he's not talking.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything.
Full tiger.
He's a tiger right now.
Yeah.
Like palace guards have like fed him bits of meat. People have given him pets, like head scratchies, because it's that like, oh, Raja, cute tiger. We love
You've
him.
only bit off one child's hand.
This is just
Right.
like trying not to laugh.
It's like
knowing
the
that she knows.
indignity that you suffer.
It's so
pleasing.
weird feeling of like you're a full like demonic person and you're just getting head scratches. Like that's just weird to know now. That's hilarious. I love it.
I kind
I
of want
have-
to conjure a little bow.
Do not.
I know, he would kill me.
I do have a question just really quickly about like my resources before we end up like fighting even if that's next session or stuff.
Yeah.
How much of that poison did I get from Merlin? Like enough for like multiple applications? Could I use it a few times?
So yes, a magical potion kit or a poison kit, excuse me. What you're looking at here is it's gonna last in theory a while. I mean, it's one of those like you get to like, how do I put this? If you use it right, it lasts indefinitely.
Oh, okay.
Because this is stuff where like if you buy the right stuff again and like do it, it's that like, okay, sourdough starters. If you have the right yeast to start with and you just take a little bit every time and then it's that kind. It's like that's magical poison stuff where it's like it will eventually like reform if you use it. So if you try to like use it all at once, it won't do anything bigger, but then you're also working against like, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
So in theory, this could last forever.
It's basically I was wanting to like if I could use some for this fight and still have enough for the finale.
I do.
Yes, yes.
Essentially, she got the tree straight.
Whenever we have any sort of sign that the fight's about to start, I'm just gonna apply that
Gotcha.
to my specifically to the magical teleporting
Looking 60.
backstagger.
Yes,
Just
yes,
get the backstagger.
The backstagger. Here's actually real quick, can I quickly get everyone's passive perception? I realize there's stuff I can be describing here that might be important.
11.
11, 20.
Oh, you've got alert.
Krunk and Jim, what's your guys' passive perception? Sorry, stuff I can describe in this region.
I don't remember how to calculate that.
It's always 10 plus your perception score.
17.
17.
12.
Well, thank you. What you guys see here, again, let alone all of this, what you're noticing is after a while of like, again, you kind of have this map here, it's messaging, it's like slowly trying to be like, well, what about this? What about this? It's a lot of deliberation. Guards are coming every which way and time to talk to Jasmine. But I will say, after about like 10 minutes, Jasmine, you realize like the guards have stopped coming, and it might be that okay,
Everybody's
like
in place pretty much.
like most it yeah, like okay, they would get me if it's a problem.
Yeah.
Question: are Thumbelina and Mr. Incredible being Jaegered by you?
What I'm saying, they are actually somewhere else. Mr. Incredible is, I don't even have to like pretend to make this up. You know Nick is off doing something sneaky.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
is.
Mr. Incredible is totally like, and I'm gonna summon a god to fight. Like who
This
knows?
is how we get Tarzan.
Right. Oh. And Thumbelina in the same
my
vibe of
gosh.
she's off
Oh
helping
my goodness.
magically protect stuff.
Okay. We should probably have Thumbelina look into maybe getting some fairy armies. Just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
we would appreciate that.
Yes, that's what they're gonna look into, is what I'm saying.
Cool.
Okay.
We can work with that.
Here's then what I will also describe. After a moment, you guys realize that it's gotten like rather quiet in the evening as everything has like slowed down in Agrabah, and you're realizing, yeah, Silver's gonna be like seconds away, if not like here. When this happens, though, I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
Don't like that.
But people know Silver's coming. I'm just gonna let that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be surprise pirates are attacking Agrabah.
Yeah, no, that would sound like, oh no, we're under attack. Yeah, no, they know.
Okay.
21.
21.
That's good. I got 17.
17 for Jim. And Jasmine?
22.
22. Hook got a decent 10.
Yep.
Roger got 17. Wear tires. So Raja, okay. And finally, oh, that's
We did damage last session for some reason.
Did we? Oh, also my initiative, the initiative thing does not have my accurate hit points. I'm at 138.
Morph is at 138. Thank you so much. I will quickly update
Those
that.
7 hit points
Oh
must
yes.
save my life.
Check the initiative tracker. Here's what's also important to note with our initiative tracker right now. You can add or apply healing or damage as you guys can see fit. So like on that
that's
initiative tracker,
cool.
you can click on a character or enemy and like basically ask me through the computer to be like, apply this damage. So when you attack or heal, send it to me and I'll just click OK.
That's
So
Cool. I stabbed Kronk. Just
Hey.
kidding.
Well, I am now actually at 177 hit points.
Yes, I
So
don't realize. I think I
you're a little stabby stabbing doing squat.
Actually, if I have advantage or if I could sneak attack, I'd deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, probably.
Kronk's at 177. Morph, you're at 138. I'm so sorry. I think I synced something wrong.
Yeah,
worries.
I'm at 139.
You are all good.
Yeah, Jim's at 139. Jasmine, what are you at?
my hit point max is 136, but for some reason on Prism Scroll, my current is not at full. So did we like take damage and not get to rest or something, or did I just forget to rest?
I think it's. I
to rest.
think you.
Because last session we were like in the last layer, and I thought we like technically got a rest, but then
Yeah.
like we came to the mortal plane, and I don't remember getting hit by anything.
Yeah, we didn't. So I think.
Yes, Jim. You get
forgot
14
this.
points of damage. No. No. I'm healing you guys up. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out how that works.
So
It sends
to
request.
heal you negative damage. Say like,
Okay, my
upside
phone
down.
doesn't give me that option.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry. It should ask to apply healing though.
It says-
Well, I don't. My phone just brings up the numbers. It doesn't give me the option of positive or negative.
Click
Like
the
click
number.
on your hit points.
Click on your hit points.
Exactly. I do that, and it says apply damage to Jim. Use a positive value to damage and a negative value to heal. But my phone
Yeah, mine
doesn't give
actually-
me a negative value at all. I can't hit
Oh.
negative.
Interesting. I will check that out. I didn't know about that. My
works.
I'm
apologies.
gonna give this a shot just to see if it's working.
You have to type the negative in your phone.
And my phone keyboard is
Yeah,
not
it
giving me that
doesn't have
option.
negative. Like his phone keypad.
Well, that's why you got to get an iPhone. I'm kidding.
Right.
Have fun with that planned obsolescence.
Yeah, basically. I know. That's why you get a plan, though. They upgrade for you. Don't you just love capitalism?
Wow, I've tried and
The
tried
best.
it several times. It doesn't
Uh,
seem to wanna
Here we go.
doesn't matter.
Jasmine,
Yes.
you are not surprised
Because I can't be.
because of the alert feat. It's very handy, but what you realize is coming up in and around you is let me just quickly, there we go.
Oh, dang it. I should have cast this.
10 were-tigers all step out of the shadows,
Oh, they are butt ugly.
and you realize they all have weapons drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And what you also then realize is up in a tree, the tree, of course, being this like one, you see a man with like slicked back hair holding like a bow, a crossbow, and a sword across his back, kind of like looks at you all and just kind of gives like a half shrug, goes, nothing personal. And that is where the surprise round will begin for everyone but Jasmine.
Awesome.
Ouch.
Here we go.
Ain't gonna hurt.
We're going to start.
Don't worry, guys. I'll look up were-tiger stats real quick.
Find them. Yeah, right. That actually begins with, excuse
You've
me.
been all over Space Jam. You've seen were-tigers before, right?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe that's a history check on your turn, right? Like, oh, do I remember this?
Actually, yeah.
We are actually going to start with the hunter, this man in the tree. He is going to jump down.
Do I not get to go before him?
Oh, excuse me, Jasmine, you're not surprised. That's you. Right, I forget you have crazy initiative. Yes,
Yeah.
Jasmine, you
Kill
actually
him.
begin in the surprise round.
Okay,
Kill him.
If you can kill him, that'd be
So,
amazing.
do I have any idea what sort of creature this man is, or like what might damage him?
No, you'd have to start making checks and like
Okay.
actions to check, because this
That's
is a dude sitting in a palm tree, right? Like
Cool.
you can assume these are all somehow roguey, assassiny villains, right? Like they don't
Roguey
look
assassin.
happy to be here.
So, other question. Because they're all expecting me to be surprised, could I get like a sneak attack for not? Does that make sense? Like, could I get that advantage to like?
No,
Okay.
it's kind of like advantage, disadvantage, normal. It doesn't stack. It just cancels. I surprised you, but I was surprised because I was expecting to be expected. Nothing happens.
Well, I mean, you could get that surprise attack on the were-tigers next to any of your allies.
Yeah, well, it's just I wanted to
Take
get
out
the
the
other
one.
She
one.
wanted to go for like the dude in the tree, though.
But yeah.
Yeah, here. One
Yeah.
sec.
No, never mind. I know what I'm gonna do. But again, other question, and if I can make like a free check for it, do I know what a were-tiger is, or again, like what type of damage would be best?
Jasmine, this is a man-tiger thing.
You. Okay.
Go ahead. You can make me a history check if you'd want.
Okay.
Part of your free turn check.
Ooh, that's actually gonna be pretty good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Hey, you know werewolves?
Yes.
Were-tigers. It's not like, crap, what are these things? Like, but you're realizing, unlike werewolves again, these things shape change even when it's not a moon. Like, they look like they're this way to attack. There's no big thing, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'm going to use my Vax Dagger, which does at least what I need, because we didn't have time, so I haven't put any poison on it yet.
You have not.
Okay, but it's fine. I'll just do a normal attack then with it.
Well, she had several hours while we were.
But I said I was gonna wait until we noticed somebody like scouting out, like, oh, they're coming.
She just,
So
Jasmine
that's-
unfortunately said she was gonna wait until we knew someone was on the way.
That's a 28 to hit.
A 28 will hit this dude in
I
the tree.
have not gotten any of my d6s out. I did not think we were fighting today, so let me just start fishing those out.
You're good.
I'm still at 9 though, right? I don't get 10d6 until level 20.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just having it do normal damage.
Correct.
$36 points of damage.
Nice.
36 points of damage.
And it's magical, but just like normal magical damage.
This dude, taking 36 points of damage, looks hurt. But you see, phew, as the dagger sticks in, he boom, kind of just takes it, draws it out, and drops it from the tree.
No, I attacked the weretiger next to me.
Oh, the weretiger
Sorry, I
next
thought
to
I
you.
made that clear.
I'm so sorry. That is my bad.
No, I should have said that more clearly.
The
I realized now stuff happened.
weretiger next to you. Here we go. This weretiger immediately looks hurt. What you're noticing is that as you stab into it, it roars in pain as you slash down across its chest. But thankfully, your magical dagger does seem to affect it, and nothing else seems to happen.
So I'm going to bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide. Go for it.
That is going to be 27 still.
27. You all watch as Jasmine seemingly she jumps over into the fountain, and yet no splash, and she's gone.
And then just remember, I will
No
get
splash.
this round.
No splash,
So,
Captain.
round of combat.
No splash.
So Jasmine will get another turn, eventually, being a high rogue. Here we
Does
go.
Captain Hook have PTSD flashbacks at that point of the no splash?
No splash! Hook is just yeah. No. What you see is as this happens, the hunter is going to drop down, and
Big mistake, buddy.
as he does so, you see no damage. He is in a 40-foot tall palm tree and just kind of seems to shoom down.
Is he or not?
As he does so, Morph,
That's pretty
I need you
Oh no!
to make me a strength saving throw.
Flip!
Number 30.
Isn't that good?
Callie.
I rolled so good! Oh my gosh! I swear that was an 18, it just shifted. Plus probably a negative, actually. It is a -2, so it's a 16.
Morph, if it was just the 18, that's the DC.
Ah,
So because Morph's unfortunate situation of being small,
Being a blob, I don't have muscles.
this dude grabs you. Just
Rude.
it's his action. You're realizing he's not taking attacks, he just grabbed Morph. That makes the were-tigers in this surprise.
This is going to be an ouch.
This dude's gonna come around.
A big ouch.
This is a lot of stab wounds.
Jasmine's gone, so that's gonna suck. This dude will be on Hook.
Kill Raja, not me.
They'll probably come. It's getting tight. There's a lot of enemies right now, is the thing. And what happens here is they all are taking an action. I need all of you, so that includes Kronk. Everyone except Kronk and Jasmine. And Morph, because you're Jim.
Wait, Morph made a saving throw. Did she add Kronk's bonus?
I did not!
You did not.
What's Kronk's bonus?
+5?
So yeah, Morph wasn't grabbed.
Indeed. Thank you so
Morph
much.
isn't grabbed. Well done.
very
Yes!
On a synth 21.
Oh, that is so
as you
good.
just kind of squish through the dude's glove as it comes off.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that means Morph. Let's see. Well, yeah, so this one's definitely going for you. That one too. I need everyone to make me a strength saving throw now with disadvantage as multiple enemies are doing this to each of you.
Screw that.
So I think,
Okay.
2 for
Get the
Morph, 2 for
+5.
Jim, 2 for Krong.
Wait. So this is for being grappled?
This is a grapple.
Okay, could we do acrobatics?
Unfortunately, I say in this case no, just because there's not a lot of like things to like move to get off. Like this is like the palm tree being there is helpful, but like acrobatics, it would be like athletics based thing because acrobatics is unfortunately like you would need like more surroundings right now. Because yeah, like the fountain is there, but it's like it's a low lying like 8-inch off the ground fountain. That's not enough to like do stuff with.
I rolled 2 5s.
2 5s.
So I have with the plus
But
5
everyone
minus
gets
2, that's an 8.
Kronk's bonus.
So
Everybody gets +5.
13.
13. 13 for Jim.
24.
8 for Morph. Kronk, what'd you get?
Wait. 29.
Yeah.
I think Kronk's.
All right. So Kronk stays.
Yep, because
Kronk has like 4 were-tigers on each arm, and it's just like, what's going on, guys?
Kronk.
Curling
No,
were-tiger.
literally. So
Hey, Kronk, you want to take my were-tiger?
here we go.
With
People are being moved.
Yep.
Oh, don't like that.
As
Yeah, neither do I.
Hook goes there.
Oh, crap.
Jim, you are grabbed by 2 guys, and you are brought over here. I'll show you guys in a second. The battlefield kind of is moving.
That's fine.
Morph, you are not grabbed by the vampire, you're grabbed by the were-tigers, though.
Vampire. He just said vampire.
I know, but we don't have a real way of knowing that until he sucks.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, I
It's okay.
fucked up. I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, unless you cite it next turn for my reaction.
You could say that enemy really has a stake in this situation.
And these 2
Nah, he just kind of.
you actually see 2 of the were-tigers do seem to grab Raja. Which is important to note in that sense of, again, to anyone else, this is a tiger.
So they know.
So these creatures know. Now we're going to stretch out the battlefield so you guys can kind of see.
Good.
Yes, these teleports are
Wow.
not in any way, shape, or form like big, but what you're realizing is, as I kind of scooch you all over, like Jim, you are down now in this like southeast quarter. Hook is up in the north. Morph down south. Kronk is still there. Again, Kronk could not be bothered. Like these guys were trying to grab Kronk, and literally nothing happened.
I'm so glad you said
Kill
that.
them all.
Yeah, that was very.
Also, August accidentally let it slip that the main dude's a vampire.
I caught that.
Okay, just letting you know.
Yeah, that's sorry.
Don't worry
And
about it.
Raja is actually. Oh, excuse me. He can't be that far because that would put him outside the radius. So Raja's actually right there. Because you realize they're not taking you like outside of the inner ring as well. This is just splitting you up right now. In which case, that was because at the end of the were-tiger's turn, you see that like all of them as a legendary action from this dude.
That kind of
Each
screws up my
bamf out, they all spread. At the end of the were-tiger's turn, Jasmine, you get a second turn right now, as we have reached technically before Hook's turn.
Right, because I'm at the 12. Okay. Okay, can I make a free check to figure out what this guy is, or like,
Yes, you can.
what am I rolling?
You want to make insight, perception, history. It's almost you could tell me
I'll do
what skill
insight.
you're trying to use, and we see what happens with it.
Ooh, that's not great. That's gonna be a dirty 20 insight.
Dirty 20 insight. This dude seems horribly fast, strong, and agile. You've never seen someone like this before. Because normally humans, they have a magical glow, they have a magical item. This is a dude in like, just street clothes, if that makes sense.
Question. Was Jasmine part of the group when we first met Jim? Because if so, we were fighting vampires.
Was
No,
not?
I think that was Meg.
Oh, that was Megara and your closet. Dang it!
Yep.
So, when they went.
Yeah.
Anyway. Right. So
Good memories.
without really knowing what this guy is, because of all the recent encounters we've had, I'm probably just gonna assume he's like demonic and maybe try like radiant.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna huck my dagger at him. Do I get that advantage because I'm hidden?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you beat his passive. So like until he makes active checks.
Dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 to hit will hit him.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to roll some dice. I'm going to roll many dice.
I'm gonna have fun.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
Don't worry about it. So I do have a rules question, August.
Yes.
So with polymorph, it seems like I can't cast spells.
And I went again radiant because I was assuming
Oh,
demonic.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yes. In briefly finishing up this, you slice out at the dagger, which does reveal you. Poof, as again raking through, the radiance seems to burn his skin. So this creature could be demonic, as it seems to burn him slightly.
So here's the thing, though. I said I wanted to like huck the dagger at him because I was planning to like use one of its bonus action teleport things.
Oh yes, yes,
Like,
yes.
so I didn't want to get right next to him.
So you could be like there.
So like wherever I was, and then tell me if. No, I think I'm trying to do too many actions. All right. So yeah, if I could have gotten to him, then I guess I will just. Okay, so I'll huck it, and then I guess I'll teleport to him.
Huck him, bonus action. Phew,
Yeah.
You're up.
Because like if I could have, I would have wanted to like, because I hucked it and rebuild my position. I would have wanted, if possible, to like fly in the other direction and like teleport the dagger back to my hand. But then I think I still wouldn't have been able to like roll the stealth for it, if that makes sense. Right?
Gotcha. Yes. All right. That Jasmine, that is your second turn.
Wait. Oh no. Sorry. I think I figured out how I want to do this. Could I have hucked it at him and then just like used my bonus action to stay hidden and left the dagger embedded in him for this turn?
Oh.
Yes.
There we go.
So Jasmine, make a bonus action hide.
Cool. So I'm not moving at all, so I'm gonna get that advantage. It's not gonna help me though. It's just gonna be another 27.
Another 27.
That's my minimum, so that's just what I'm taking.
Again, boom, you disappear. This dude takes the dagger out. Duh, as again, kind of just burns on him, drops it to the ground, and is just now looking around for you.
Yeah.
But again, with the passive, you boom, disappear into the shadows. Which, what's wild about this, that's the start of the second round. Jasmine, that's your next turn.
No way already?
Because that was the surprise round. Normally it would be like, Hook's turn. At this point, it is your turn.
Cool, so I'm still hidden. So now I want to use that bonus action to like call the dagger back, and then I want to surprise attack him.
Okay, and surprise attack again.
That's awesome.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
And I'm gonna go radiant again because it looked like it worked.
Gotcha. Go for it.
45 damage this time.
45
oh,
damage.
dang.
This
Nice.
dude is looking immediately bloody. As
Yeah.
like, boom, boom, two burning radiant
Wow.
arrows. Jasmine,
Don't mess with the Queen of Thieves.
literally.
No. I mean, unfortunately, I am standing right next to him now, so like he knows I'm there.
It's a, oh no, you bonus action back, so you're still
Right,
like
so-
away, but he
but
knows you're there.
Yeah.
So as again, coming out hiding, but again, these two big hits dealing over 70 points of damage. radiant burning on his skin. The dude looks pissed.
Well, but like, I didn't mean to hug it this time. I meant to stab him.
You meant to stab him?
Yeah, because like it would take another bonus action to get it back, so it was just like that was just setting it up for this.
Gotcha. Jasmine.
But you can still get away, right?
Well, I don't have any actions left to disengage or anything because I used a bonus action to get my dagger back and then my action to run up and attack him.
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking
But-
you teleported to the dagger.
Yeah, like
Okay,
if you
that's
throw the
what
dagger and then you just go up and you can pull the dagger out and stab him again, right?
I get one action and one bonus action. I
Yes.
teleported to my dagger as a bonus action, picked it up, and stabbed him as my action.
I was just wondering, you could have stayed there, teleported the dagger back to you, and thrown it.
Yes, but then I wouldn't have it for my next turn, and I
Yeah.
would need
Okay.
Okay.
But what I'm thinking is you threw the dagger, then you just use your movement, go up to him, grab the dagger, stab him,
Oh,
and then bonus action get the fetch out of there.
that makes sense. Because I didn't need to, like, I was
Yeah,
just
Yes.
forgotten it. Oh, okay, I see now.
Yeah, that, I
Yeah,
think that's
makes
what Bryce and I were
sense.
both thinking. It's like, because you could have done that. Do you
Yay.
want to?
Yes, please.
She's
Go
like,
for it.
that gives
And so
me
then-
good things.
So I run up, I grab the dagger and stab him, and then I can still bonus action and just, like, hide.
Yes.
Okay.
nice.
How much movement did I use this turn?
You used 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Okay, so it's a flat roll. That's gonna be a 27.
27. You are hidden.
Sorry, guys, that turn was a mess.
Yeah, no, you're good. At the end of your turn, though,
Mhm.
my dude's taking a legendary action to perceive.
Uh-oh.
And on his perception check, you see,
Dang it.
Jasmine, he sees you. Kronk, that is your turn, my friend.
That is
And
my turn.
these two tigers are still on you. They tried to grab you, they couldn't, and so they're here.
So I just remembered that I have a holy wrought iron frying pan,
You do.
Babe, I just checked my.
and I would love to see what that does to these were-tiger things.
Are they technically changelings? I'm just kidding.
It's not that they're
I wish.
changelings.
At
It's
this point,
unfortunate. You're not sure yet. It's like that. You could try it, Kronk, and see what happens, kind of vibe.
That's what I want to do.
frying pans
You
are
can
the
use your
way to
first
go.
action for one of them, and then your second action. If it doesn't do as well, you can use your
Right.
with your hammer.
I like it. I like it. Oh, nice. So is there any way that I could hit the head of the one in front of me into the head of the other one?
Maybe. I would say yes, but you would need to roll high because it's like you're hitting their AC and also high enough to hit them. So it's like very, very hard, almost impossible, but it might not be if you try.
Okay, I'll try. We'll see how this works.
Sweet. Go for it.
Okay. And then I add my strength, right?
Well, you'd add 11.
I add 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a 24.
24 will hit. I will say, unfortunately, it's not high enough to get that extra
Okay.
off on them.
That's okay.
Excuse me. 24 is exactly what you need to do both.
I have 12 AC.
I love it.
They're light skinned. I mean, they just kind of jump in and assassinate. They're not here for like heavy, long
They're
term.
here for a short time, not a long time.
That. This.
Okay.
So,
what does she roll
What
for
do
damage?
I roll for a frying pan?
So, fun fact:
D8.
frying pans are a D8 in this world. A cast iron frying pan is a D8.
I like it.
Okay, and then you also, because of you being a paladin, 1 second. Yeah, you do another D8 of radiant damage,
Just inherently?
just inherently.
I love it.
And then if you want to smite, you can smite.
Okay. And then do I get any extra holy radiant something whatever from the blessed iron? Does that do anything?
And this is where you will learn. No, unfortunately, blessed
Okay.
iron is great for changelings, fae, things like that. Were
Great.
tigers are just cursed beings, really.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. I have the other ones I'll need.
Well, if you're smiting, you're gonna need a lot
Oh.
more.
I wasn't gonna smite.
Oh, I would.
Saving a smite.
They
Yeah.
are small fry, so I can
Yeah.
understand it saving it for when we actually meet the big boys.
Okay, that's 10
10,
Plus your strength.
plus my strength, so that's 15.
15. This first one, I will say half that damage will go to the other one. And Kronk, you boom, as you hit this tiger head so hard, he flings over and like a tooth comes out of his jaw as boom slams into his ally. And both take damage from this.
Nice.
Nice. And then you have your second attack.
Yeah, can I just bring it around and do the same thing on the other side? To the
Yeah.
attack?
All right, now go for the other one. Let's even it out.
I like it.
Well, that's again.
Yeah. I
Oh,
like
that's
it.
not good.
You can double the AC. Yeah.
They have a 12 AC, so
Right, but I
you're
had
still gonna
11,
hit.
so well, yeah, but I'm not gonna get both of them.
yeah.
That's a 14.
Yes, a 14 is close. Yes, you hit, but it won't be enough to like knock the second guy back to the first guy.
Okay. So that's 2d8,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's a 4. No,
Plus
that's a
strength.
9.
9. Alrighty. You realize they both look now. They've taken close to equidistant damage with each other as you boom, boom, frying pan across both of their faces. Teeth are flying. As both these tigers seem mad. At the end of your turn, Krong, the hunter is going to take another legendary action.
Okay.
Jasmine, he is going to try to grapple you.
No.
Or excuse me, not a grapple.
Oh.
This is an unarmed strike where if he hits, you are grappled.
I'm not sure if this matters or not, but just, no attack can ever have advantage against me at my level of rogue.
Yes. Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if he was going to or not.
That is so awesome.
Unfortunately, Jasmine, that does hit your AC. Jasmine, as this comes in, you take 5 points of damage of just that pure bludgeoning, like boom, as one arm pins you around. As this dude has you completely locked.
Wait, so it was a grapple check?
It is now going to be a strength-based DC 18 to get out.
Okay.
As he does this, that makes his turn with that legendary action. You watch the hunter as you look at him. He is going to take an attack against you that will hit. And you just watch. So sorry, Sultana.
Ew.
Fangs come out of his teeth as all of you see into Jasmine's neck. Jasmine, you take 8 points of normal piercing damage, plus an additional 8 necrotic, meaning 16 points of damage to you.
Can I uncanny dodge that to 8?
8 total?
Yeah.
You can uncanny dodge, I think 1,
There's
unfortunately.
separate attacks?
No. Separate damage.
that's-
So yes, you can just down it to 8.
Thank
I
you.
was gonna say, how is that 2 attacks? 1 per fang?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, that's kind of
Yes, 1 per fang, 1 per
Yeah,
fang.
it's that
Um,
and
he-
attack.
Your hit point maximum, though, is still reduced by 8.
Ooh, I hate that.
Yep. I remember. I don't like the vampires.
I do not like vampire Sam, I am. So your hit point total right now is 128 max. Points.
Hey,
And
Kronk, do you have a pocket full of unending garlic?
I do not.
They're garlic
That would be amazing.
puffs.
You always
Clearly.
need some garlic in recipe, but I've never been able to pull any out of my pockets.
as this happens, that is the hunter's turn. Oh, excuse me. This is kind of mean. He can also just like punch you in the face. Like he has 2 attacks. He can only bite you once a turn, but it's not like while you're grappled. Again, no advantage. Still a hit though. Jasmine, you just take a natural 5 points of bludgeoning damage again Just in that, like, as he's holding you, kind of like
Yeah.
just forcing you more subjugated. With that, we cut across the battlefield to Morph.
Yes.
Morph, that is your turn.
How many enemies are within 30 feet of me?
Within
Just
30
the
feet,
two?
just these two.
Okay, that's what I thought. In which case, I will cast Phantasmal Killer on the now revealed to be vampire. He has to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
60, 70. Yeah, he's in range.
Yeah.
Wisdom save?
Yep.
And DC 19 still? Or 18?
Yes. DC
Or 19. Awesome. Okay. He's gonna legendary resist.
Son of a bleeper. Okay.
As
But it means he wasted one because he would have failed.
I know he's still a turd, and I hate him.
he succeeds on that, so it fails.
Okay.
Or succeeds.
I am going to. Oh, I can't teleport because that's an action.
It is an action you just spell.
I just used my action. Oh, I was
Correct.
gonna teleport away from these suckers. Okay, that's not gonna work. Because I suck at myself. Oh, that's stupid. Okay, in which case, I am going to try. Sorry, I know, 20 seconds. Wow, that was stupid, Mommy. Oh, wait, I want to do a check to see if I do invulnerability on myself. Does that mean that they could extract the vials from me?
Good checking that. 9th level invulnerability meets all damage.
I don't think they'd be able to take something from inside of you.
Yeah,
That's kind of what
it's
I
like
figured.
it. Like you would have to be normal. Like if you're your normal self, they might be able to try like maybe doing something
Right,
crazy, but
if
that would be
I'm
such a high roll.
invulnerable,
With invulnerability, yeah, you're just a solid
cool.
lump of
Then, since I have invulnerability on my diamond as of forever ago, honestly, then I'm going to cast it as a bonus action so that they can't take it.
Excellent. You invulnerability from you inside yourself. The pink diamond shines, and Morph is now solid. Morph, that is your turn. Edward,
You could get away from them now.
Can I? Because I think I still have to do the
Morph.
strength
It is still
check.
a strength check to
Yeah.
break the grapple.
So I'm
while
gonna-
Oh,
invulnerable.
my bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's okay. That's it for my spell. That sucks.
At the end of your turn, the hunter is going to legendary action
Of course he is.
and bite Jasmine again.
Okay, I need to get to that.
Jasmine, you take 6 points of piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage.
Oh, ouch.
Meaning your hit point maximum is now 118.
Oh no.
I'm sure it's reversible.
I know it is because we've fought vampires
Yep.
before. I just don't remember like if it's a greater restoration or like what you have to do.
I mean,
again.
clerics are alive now, so we can't.
Clerics are alive, yeah, find a
That
cleric,
went down.
let alone long resting. At the end of, yes, legendary action, that will make the tiger's turn. The tigers are going to attack everyone they can. So let's see. That's Kronk, Morph, Jim, Raja, and Hook.
This is gonna be funny.
The tigers will be attacking here. They make their 2 super attacks. Here we go. One attack, which has advantage, because one will have advantage, the other one doesn't because of the grapple. So one of the tigers will hit all of you. Even you, Kronk, even though it's not an advantage. The second attack, but disadvantage because grapple, sorry, I have to remember that, is still a hit for everyone. So everyone will take 15 points of damage. So Kronk, you take 15.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Jim, that's only 7.
I don't take any.
Morph doesn't take any because, well, they don't, it's that now they know, but it's
Yeah.
not like they had to try. Raja takes 15. Hook takes 15.
Oh no, Raja got burned.
Jasmine. Yeah, as these tigers, they just attack, really. Like, that's kind of now there's like, okay, they're split up. As ting, 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 these scimitars just start slashing as the battle commences, truly. Jim, that is your turn then, as these tigers are attacking.
Okay. Awesome. Being the high-level rogue I am, the master of sneaking and being subtle,
yes,
I'm going to turn into a T-Rex.
Yes!
Love that.
I have been waiting for this.
Ready.
Let me
Okay.
pull it up. Yes,
This is where the rule question I had comes into action.
correct.
So the only things it tells me I can't do with polymorph is I can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hand or speech.
Yes.
So I can, what's the word? I can still get my sneak attack damage if the conditions are fulfilled, correct?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's the weirdest
A
rule.
rogue T-Rex?
A rogue T-Rex.
That's
It's
insane.
That's
possible.
amazing.
I'm a sneaky T-Rex.
I'm a very sneaky little boy. Oh my heavens and all get out.
That is amazing.
Here we
Braxton,
go.
that's so great.
Good lord. 1 second, real quick.
T-Rex, which is also fun because that means you can divine smite while polymorphed.
Oh, I knew that one. That's a fun one, honestly.
Wild.
Dude.
That's actually kind of
Can you turn
broken.
into T-Rex?
I'm
Yeah.
trying
Divine
to
Chop.
find
Yeah. See,
That means our
I can turn anyone into a
Oh
T-Rex.
my gosh.
like
If they're
polymorph.
polymorph, oh my gosh.
Dumbo, like
I should have learned
you're
that
wild.
spell
Oh
just so
my
I could
gosh.
polymorph certain members of the
hold
party.
on.
Polymorph all our paladin rogues.
I
Oh
need
my gosh.
half a moment to
Jeez.
find.
This is insane.
Oh, that's
I'm not sure where my
beautiful.
T-Rex went.
Oh, you lost your T-Rex?
I saved it as something, and I don't remember what.
How dare you, August? You disappointed.
Where did he go? So, but making sure, just in still talking that through. Yes, Braxton, Jim Hawkins is going to turn into a T-Rex.
A sneaky T-Rex.
Very sneaky T-Rex.
Bonus action.
I just remembered these are
I can't remember the thing. My brain isn't functioning anymore.
Side effect of being a T-Rex.
Yes, actually it is. Okay, yeah, bonus action disengage, and I'm actually gonna charge any of the tigers that are near enough to, like, close enough to my allies, because I want to be able to get my bonuses next turn.
Okay. Ready for this?
Yes.
Here we go. A Tyrannosaurus Rex with the name Jim Hawkins.
It's a T-Rex with an eye patch and a pirate hat.
Oh, you got.
Oh, yeah. Jim the T-Rex, for those in the initiative tracker.
That's amazing.
Jim, you complete and totally feel your body shift and change, bone cracking and growing magically as you become this huge beast.
That's so great.
A huge
Oh my
Tyrannosaurus
gosh.
Rex. Appearing, fun fact, they can't hold you. You can't.
I was gonna say, I assume I'm not grappled.
This giant T-Rex, this isn't actually my official one. I just quick grabbed this. I don't know where it went. I'm kind of mad. Boom, appears. And all right, Jim, what do you do?
Yeah, so bonus action disengage. Can I see the bigger map?
Yes, sorry. Boom. This is
Okay. I have a speed of 50 feet. Can I get to Hook?
yes, you can. So 50
Okay, because I don't care about Raja.
30 feet is there. 35. Yeah, you use 35 feet of movement and make it to Hook.
Okay, and then I roar to let the guards know that there's an attack.
Excellent. Oh, you're huge now. You look, all the guards in the outpost near you are dead. You can see that now, let alone your perception. Looking at the towers, that may be why they haven't shown up in the past 10 minutes. You see the guards are dead around you all. But again, the roar is going to alert more guards. It's just that like the immediate help is gone. And that's a free roar. Yeah, you just bellow out. It's Jurassic Park, baby.
Okay. Well, that's all I can do.
Excellent. Still such a cool turn. This full style Tyrannosaurus Rex with a pirate hat and an eye patch roaring to the stars. That is truly incredible.
I'm a Stegosaurus.
Oh my gosh, it is so fun. As this happens, that will be the hunter's going to take another legendary action.
How
Definitely.
many does he have? This is like his 4th one.
But his turn reset. When he got his turn reset. Yes. So here we go. This will be
So freaking annoying.
I just thought that you already bloodied him.
he is going to take another bite attack, which will be the last thing he can do. But with this bite, well and truly, Jasmine, you will take then 8 points of that piercing damage, 12 necrotic.
So 20 total?
20 total. As your hit point is reduced by 12, your max is now 106.
Well, when I took that uncanny dodge, I didn't think he was gonna get 5 more attacks on me.
Right?
That's fair. It's but that is now his legendary attacks. That was all of them.
Yeah.
You need to kill that vampire.
Yeah.
Raja is going to take his turn, so is Hook, as they're just trying to fight off their enemies. That brings us back actually to the top of the order, Jasmine. What would you like to do?
This guy's fangs are in my neck. I am not strong and I am not having a good time. So I don't think I'm gonna break a grapple, but tell me how much shenanigan I can pull off. Would it be an object interaction to kind of like flick my wrist and toss my dagger towards that palm tree?
Oh!
Dude, that is awesome.
That is so clever.
Wherever
Yeah,
that
really, right? So, we, like,
so she can
toss
just
it,
GTFO.
and see if I can like get it towards that palm tree to then like teleport to it and take like a bonus action hide. Does that make sense?
Well done. Yeah, you are literally breaking his grapple
By
Teleporting.
magic.
by magic. I am here for it.
I'm gonna roll that stealth.
Go for it.
Do you have any plans for these?
Oh my gosh, I still have not like rolled above a 10 for any of these stealth checks, so that's gonna be another 27.
27. He can't see you. You know it's one of those things like he needs to like actively perceive, like to know where you are.
Yeah. But so that's going to be my bonus action and an object interaction. So I would then like to action huck my dagger at him to do some more radiant damage.
Go for it.
Well, that's going to be a terrible roll. That is going to be 15.
A 15 misses as dagger swings by him into the night.
Quick stoppage though, because I've only been rolling 9d6 this whole fight, and it should have been 10 the whole time. Can I just have another die for future if I hit again?
Sure.
Because
Sure.
that'll just be easier. I only have 4.
I'll let you find the dice you need.
Thank you.
Here we go. And of course, as I get that wonderful message about unstable internet, Kronk, that is your turn.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you.
We lost you guys.
We can hear
I
you.
don't know
Though.
if you can hear us, but you are very much frozen.
August, no.
No.
And I think we're back.
Hello.
Oh.
Here you go.
Our internet just decided to turn off. It is now on.
Yay!
Excellent. Well, Kronk, that is your turn. As Jasmine teleports away, that is you, Kronk, with all these tigers and stuff nearby.
Nice. I wanna, now that I know he's a vampire, I'm curious if my holy metal will do anything against him.
Your divine smite will definitely do something against him.
Fair enough.
You could do both.
Fair enough. Well, I could do both. I'm gonna throw my frying pan at his face.
So you can't divine smite with a
Oh, I can't.
no, it's only yeah.
Oh, good to know. Okay.
Otherwise, paladins would be broken, like absolutely broken.
That's funny. Okay. Well, if I go over to him, I'm gonna have to give the were-tigers an opportunity of attack, right?
Yes. Yeah. But they might not do that much.
Crusty, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over to the vampire, like a
Alright.
third level.
I would go fifth.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do how about fourth level? Fourth level smite with my frying pan to the face.
All right. Frying pan to the face. Here we go. Opportunity attacks will come up.
We're frozen again.
Oh, we're back. Are you back?
Okay. Yes.
Wow.
Excellent.
Kind of, sort of.
We're having
In and out.
a rough night here for some.
Okay.
But yes.
Can you hear
opportunity
us?
attacks. Yes, we can.
I can. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, you guys are crystal clear on our end for some reason.
Okay. That's really weird because things are getting really choppy for us. That's super awkward.
I'm so sorry.
I think it's just the right amount of awkward, honestly.
I will
Okay.
quickly fix that. So opportunity attacks will be coming for you, Kronk.
Okay.
Here we go. Stand by for also quick internet trouble while I swap to the best internet we have.
Thanks. I have one as well. So
All right, you're back for us.
So
Awesome.
we hear you.
Excellent. Were Tigers will take their opportunity attacks now. They've been waiting for so long. Here we go. They only have so one of them will miss you, Kronk. The other one crit on you.
That ain't good.
So it's
Meaning,
essentially 2 hits.
Kronk, you take 14 points of
Oh.
damage.
That's not
Um,
nearly
Okay.
as much as I was expecting.
As boom, boom, this Were Tiger hits you, but again, you shrug it off. You make it to the vampire.
Sweet.
Hunter.
Fourth level smite in a frying pan coming right for the face.
Heck yeah.
I mean, to
Wolf.
be fair, he's already sucked my blood. We do know he's a vampire now.
Yes, he's a vampire. You know he's a vampire.
Yep.
if you hit, those are all the D8 you roll, plus your D8
Plus
for
my
the frying
one.
pan.
Okay. Cool.
This is a lot of damage.
Ooh, what do I add to this? Do I add
11,
11?
yeah.
Okay. That's 26.
That hits. Good lord.
Sick. Okay, I'm gonna roll frying pan first.
Gotcha.
That's an 8, and I add my strength to that as well.
Yes.
13
And then
for
your
just the
divine,
frying pan.
and then divine smite.
There's a 10. There's a 10. And there's a 12. 20, 32.
32,
32
points,
points
of
of smite.
was that just divine? Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude was looking better. Like, as, again, draining Jasmine, starting to look much better. And suddenly, boom, in one hit, back to bloody. And
Nice.
I was so close to regeneration with him, but that divine radiant energy halts that process. As he just needed one more turn. It just needed to end your turn, Kronk, and then he could also regenerate.
I hate that.
But radiant damage stops that from happening.
But I was already doing over. Yeah.
We're gonna see if it
Oh, yeah,
kills
yeah.
him.
Oh, 'cause
'Cause
this-
I
Use
can
your
check
hammer.
again, right?
Right.
Okay.
So it's like by right.
My holy frying pan didn't have any extra effect, did it?
No, it just seems like, again, it's almost not like, oh, cool, vampire aren't Fae, technically. It's not like you didn't know that before.
Now you know to
Okay.
use your hammer that doesn't
Let
make
me see something really quickly.
If you do,
because that is her first attack.
yeah,
That's right,
if you do it at the fourth level, you
Yeah.
could kill him.
I'm gonna hit with my magic hammer
Jeez Louise.
Nice.
and do some more smite.
Nice.
That's a 22 to
Does-
hit. Does that hit?
A 22 definitely hits.
Okay.
Okay, and
Sweet.
now it's
So that's a D10 and a
a
D8.
D12 and a D8.
Oh, right. Plus 5.
So,
D12 and a D8.
and then all of, well, I already added your D8 here, so I'll just take that back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good.
And then is it just plus this
Yeah, plus,
6
yeah, plus
or any of these?
no, not for damage.
Okay, that's 17 plus 5 is 22.
22 just with
Just
with
for
the
my-
hammer.
Yikes.
And 23 additional smiting points.
So 45 points of damage there.
This vampire looks on death's door. As you watch Crump, boom, with the frying pan. Oh, okay, that's not much. You just sling the warhammer off and boom, crack across this dude's chest. He looks about to keel over in just absolute agony. As that
Agony.
happens, clever. You see, though, the vampire then looks at you, Kronk, just not today. Kronk,
Okay.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those.
Yes, you are.
Unless you roll like that.
12
No,
plus
Kronk.
With her own aura, though?
Yeah,
17.
No.
barely failing.
No!
Barely.
Whoa.
Dang it.
Barely.
Where is
Kronk.
our bard? Anna, how dare you leave us?
You see this creature's eyes flash yellow. And he goes, enough of that. Kronk, this is your most trusted friend.
Oh shoot.
You've known
Okay.
this dude for so long. Isn't he the best? You will now treat him like a trusted friend, to be heeded and protected even.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
You had one job.
You had one job, Gronk.
This is gonna hurt.
And unless creatures attack, unless the vampire or the vampire's companions do anything to harm you, you can't repeat the saving throw until at least 24 hours.
Oh my gosh!
Holy crap.
That's
Yeah,
broken.
it's one of
This is
the grossest
bad.
things about a vampire is the charm effect. So as long as the vampire doesn't hurt you and he can tell the weretiger, in fact, you see him just like, all right, boys, we have a new friend. And so, yeah, the weretigers aren't going to attack you. So it's going to be hard, Kronk, to break this. As the vampire turns, and you see he kind of like points in the direction of the palm tree because he doesn't know, but just go take care of that pesky rogue for me.
To be honest, though, didn't I already reveal my position when I failed that?
Oh,
that?
yes, Jasmine is in the open. And actually, here's what's going to happen. Kronk, you see he points, and that is his turn, and he's going to do something on here in a second. Morph, that is now your turn.
Kill him, Morph.
I'm really tempted to try a spell, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to legendary resist if he fails.
Yeah.
And it stinks because it could trick him into attacking Kronk. Ugh,
He's so close to dying.
I know. I'm just worried that somehow things are gonna happen and it's gonna be bad for us anyway. Okay, well, I'm just going to try. Do I have anything besides that will do radiant damage? I think I will probably cast a Dawn because it's one of my lower level, but should still do something. It's 60 feet away though.
Yeah.
It's a 60-foot range. Is he within that?
He is, wait, excuse me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. No.
You can move, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
she's
I
still
am grappled. Is the
grappled.
problem?
the problem is Morph is still grappled. Invulnerable, yes, but a grapple, and it's hard to then break
Yeah.
that.
What about
Okay.
Crown of Stars?
I'm gonna waste that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast Crown of Stars, and I'm going to make an attack on him.
Excellent. Go ahead, roll attack.
Oh, that's definitely a hit. That's a 27,
27. Excellent.
and it's 40-12. Yeah.
40, 12.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage.
I know Flex Tape gonna heal this.
24 points of radiant damage.
Morph, how do you do this?
Yeah.
Nice.
Through its soul.
Yeah, I just want to get him right in the face because he's a jerk and keeps on biting my friend.
You watch
I like him.
a miniature morph of arcane green and pink light shoots out through this dude's skull.
God, I
Boom!
love that flavor.
You watch as he
That would be the worst
dies.
thing to sleep in your last one.
the vampire stops, kind of tears, just like, good job,
Uh-oh.
and smiles and falls to the ground.
Crap!
Morph,
What is
at the end of
We
your
got-
turn, it is the were-tiger's turn. Each of the were-tigers, seeing their friend fall, each reach in, grab out a pendant from a necklace, crush it. All the were-tigers disappear.
cool? Is
That-
Kronk still charmed?
Everyone is out of initiative. Kronk, as the enemy that was charming you is dead, you are now not
Okay,
charmed.
so he is dead. Oh my
Yay.
goodness.
So Kronk, you immediately feel, wait, why would I hurt my friends? It's not like, I don't like
Yeah.
that. And so, yes, you
Hang
are
on a
fine.
minute.
So he's in sunlight, right?
No. Unfortunately, he's not sunlight, but the radiant damage that took him down from the Crown of Stars also stops that regeneration.
Yep.
So is he dead?
Yes, that is dead. Like, there's
will
no
not
way for
come
this
back.
dude to come back currently.
Currently.
That would be
Currently meaning.
because regeneration is yes. If at the start of his turn he has at least one hit point and isn't in sunlight, running water, or taking radiant damage or holy water, the trait won't function. But he has 0 hit points, and it was radiant damage that did it, meaning
He cannot
can't
regenerate.
come back.
Can we
Okay,
like
cool.
burn his body or something to be safe?
you could burn his body.
Can we loot the body first?
Can I
Because I'm
also
gonna
like
see if he has a-
insight check on that?
Yeah, like, what was that last thing?
Jasmine, you hear screams.
Oh great.
Crap, crap, crap.
Your passive perception, being the highest and the alert feat, you are hearing chaos come from the city.
Okay, time to go.
Yeah, can I like fly up to see what's going on with that?
Jasmine, you call Carpet over. Carpet comes down. You fly up and realize citizens, the remaining citizens, are trying as hard as they can to push into the walls as demons have appeared and are cutting them down where they stand.
Yikes.
What you realize, Jasmine, the demon army is here. There was no sound. There was no noise. What you can see, I will say, Jim, you do you want to drop your polymorph yet?
Yeah, I joined her on the board.
That's because that was my question. Is like if you were to like, okay, let's go. Jim, you grab again, board in tow. Boom, you're here. Here we go. Board. There we go. And oh, Jim, you need to be on top of your board. Excuse me. As you jump up, what you are realizing is that the demon army is literally appearing. There is no, but not in a teleportation. They're not just appearing in the streets. Demons are coming. Jim, you see this with the eyes of the eagle. Even in that dim light, you're getting that mild sense. It looks like demons are coming out of houses.
No.
as if they appeared inside people's homes.
Oh,
Like there are teleportation circles in there type thing.
Jasmine, maybe, but like teleportation circles are hard to make. It requires casting something like that over and over and over to get
Does the
officially.
vampire have one of those pendants that the were-tigers did too?
He does not. Yes, easy enough, Morph. You fly over this dune. No pendant.
Does he have anything else that is obviously a magical item?
You can loot the body, of course.
I will do
Morph.
that super fast. Investigation check?
Yes, Morph. He has 100 gold pieces,
Okay.
and he has 900 silver.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
That
Oh, excuse me. He has 2 potions of healing.
2 potions of healing. I will take that.
Yes. 2 potions of healing and the 900 silver, 100 gold.
Can I do like an insight on how these demons are coming through and if there's any way to stop them?
I might give it to you like this. Even on your highest insight, there's no logical way that you can even perceive on how they're appearing.
Okay.
So
It's like you have natural enough knowledge, and it's that like a lot of you know, yeah, teleportation circles, how would they just cast that and get in? Because they have to be cast over and over and over. Teleporting a large army like that, that's so much spell work. Especially if like even plane shift or teleport, that's high magic to just like jump around like that.
okay, whatever. First, can we have our paladin divine sense try to find the biggest demon lords?
I'm going to say this, Kronk, you don't have your divine sense right now. You use that today. Because you have to like keep using it to really hit around the city.
Oh, so she used it all.
Well, it's smart though, because again, it's like that.
Yeah.
Are they in the city? But that's also the thing, Kronk. When you were in the city,
There was
you know
nothing.
there wasn't any demons, and suddenly,
Yeah.
it's a couple hours later, and it's as if they were there the whole time. Which I will say, Kronk, you know must mean they could not have been like hiding,
Fighting, yeah.
because there's no way to hide, and divine sense will find you.
Right.
Dang it, I
Okay.
don't have any.
You know, why are we in the city of thieves? Why couldn't we go to like the city of clerics or the city of paladins? You know?
Right. So where is my army? Like is there any way to get some sort of buffer between the demons and the fleeing civilians?
Here's the thing right now. What you realize, there is no buffer because the buffer isn't up yet. All of the guards, again, they've been all shuffling people in, starting to, again, like, get them to the middle city, like this middle region of Agrabah, make sure everyone's okay. They're not, like, behind the stragglers, right? Because, again, it's that, like, we just have to get people in. So the Agrabah guards would have to, like, push against the civilians to get to the people.
Right.
And that would cause a bottleneck where then your civilians are being injured.
Okay, where are the loudest screams coming from? And I want to say that out loud so that everybody can listen.
Where everyone, the loudest screams obviously are coming from where the demons are now attacking civilians.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if there are like demon morgues somewhere.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Because I assume that they're going to be the scariest of all the demons.
Can I see the player's name?
Yeah.
Will this
Okay.
Roger be able to figure it out?
I will say, Jim, on your Eyes of the Eagle, Jim, you're not seeing any generals. Like, there's no, like, head commanders out yet. I will say, again, easy stuff, Jim, on your board. It's just
So-
like soldiers.
You said the Tiger's Eye would be here any second.
Yes.
Can I have them come in and basically what I want to do is land the ship in between the people and the demons and just kind of put up a blockade so that we can go there and we can like fight and kind of hold them back.
Yes, Jim, you see, literally turning again, coming over the horizon from the north, the Tiger's Eye in all her beauty sailing through. Again, using that messaging to Silver, you can relay this to Silver. Just that demons are in the city, make a blockade, like land on a few demons, but basically like cut them off. Because again,
Guns blazing.
What?
Guns blazing.
Oh yeah, of course. You get Silver just like, is there any kind of guns, my boy? As yes, like it's not like true gunfire. You think like Silver's like blank firing a cannon or two just to get that attention. As the tiger's eye comes in, you hear boom, 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 boom. Coming in is going to land in the middle road. As this happens, all of you hear the hunter speak. The vampire sits up, eyes are completely black over,
This is creepy.
and you kind of like for a moment it's not like, is he alive? Like, what's going on? And suddenly you hear that, all right, that's not the right music.
I was like, wait, he can't possess people.
Just
There we go.
oh, you think you're clever, don't you? Oh, woo! You brought all the clerics back. You brought your city back. I'll still destroy it. You see, the head cracks at a horrifying angle. Like, if this dude was alive, he's not anymore. As the head turns, looks at you, Jasmine, just...
Was I there though? Because I thought I like flew off in the other direction.
It's more like when you get... Because, like, you and Jim are having to, like, come back. It's the relay of information is when Hades is doing this. As this happens, you see he turns, looking at all of you, just... I can take everything. I'm a god. I will watch you all burn. You think you can kill me? You think that any of you are significant enough in the cosmos of life to
Think you can
kill
take it
me?
all? Take this. Can I hit him in the head with my hammer?
Boom! Magical hammer, the head flies off, the body slumps to the ground.
Cool.
Gone.
Let's get out of business and actually do something
Oh. I think Jasmine just kind of looks at this beheaded corpse and is like, you are a pissy little child, and as many times as you come for my city, I'm gonna rebuild it.
Excellent.
And
As
while we're flying
And
around, I want
also-
to put the poison on my blade finally.
Jasmine's gonna put the poison on her blade. Yes. I will ask, is everyone heading? Yes.
I would like to give Silver the order to basically level the city while he's at it. Because if they're coming through the houses, get rid of the houses.
Yeah. It's
Makes-
so basically like don't just cannon fire on the army. Destroy just start destroying houses.
but then
I'm sorry.
yes,
The houses can be rebuilt.
But there
It's-
might still be civilians in the houses.
Interesting point for Morph. There might be civilians though still in
Yeah.
houses that you don't
Like
know about.
hiding away from the demons that are suddenly appearing in their homes. So I would say still stick to the streets where the armies are.
But like that's on them. Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay.
Not
So yes,
terrorists!
not gonna. It's not like yes. It's one of those like I don't want to say last case scenario because it's more of just like this is a case. If you tell Silver like let's start hitting houses, yeah, that's less ways for these demons to appear.
But we will
But-
also
It's then you're dealing with like oh no. Now
I would say hit the nearest houses because the people who lived nearest got in the soonest.
yes. Oh, that's
That's
fair.
fair.
Yes.
okay.
But it's still Silver's more going to keep in just the demons for now until he gets other orders. And you see the ship is slowly gaining the descent.
I'm gonna go into the nearest house that we saw a
Um,
demon come out of.
Here's what I'm gonna say: who's going where with whom? Because Jim, you've got the board. Jasmine, you have the rug. The rug could probably take up to one other person. Raja though will ask to come with you.
Okay.
You see Raja in a very just simple, not talking law, just may I?
Yes.
So
Morph
Raja-
can just kind of hop on here with me.
Morph can go with Jim easily. Yep.
Do we want to go inside one of the houses and see if there's any hint of how they're getting in?
Yes, Morph. If you want to go into a house to
Sure.
see, Hook
And
is
then
going
Kronk, you
to-
could take Hook.
Oh yeah, because Hook could go on the palanquin with Kronk. Because Kronk, you can just run.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's
Okay, that is a good divvying up. Okay, Jasmine, where are you going?
I'm going to be again dodging in and out of sight and trying to take out the demons closest to the fleeing civilians. Just
Excellent.
trying to create a buffer zone.
Excellent. Jim and Morph, I think you guys like. At first, you're gonna like check out a house as
Yeah.
fast as you can. Where would you like to go after that?
Killing demons.
Yeah, honestly.
Start to kill demons. Excellent. And finally, Kronk, where would you like to go with Hook? Would you like to like follow one of the groups, or is there somewhere else you would want to go?
I'm thinking I'd like to follow Jim and Morph.
Gotcha. Here we go.
That sounds helpful.
Yeah. Here we go. We are going to. We are actually out of that initiative we were in.
Okay.
Again, truly.
Because we're splitting up into different.
But now we are splitting. I would like everyone now to roll me a new initiative.
All right.
And this is going to be the initiative for this war, shall we say?
That's
Ooh-wee.
good. I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20?
Yeah.
All right.
24.
Wow. 15.
That is beautiful.
15, 24. And what'd you get, Jasmine?
27.
27. Yikes. Jasmine, you just don't stop.
Surprise, surprise.
Raja gets pretty low, actually. And Hook gets a decent 19. So basically, yeah, like,
That's a lot better than decent.
well,
Compared
Hook
to
actually,
Jasmine.
Hook is insanely dexterous, but like, unlike you guys, he doesn't have other buffs to initiative. It's just on his roll. Like, Jasmine has that great, like, just, I add all the numbers.
I think it's a.
I only get +5.
I only get +2.
Oh, plus one.
I got
Okay,
plus
wait,
three.
so
I
Hook
get
is on
plus
par.
10 total.
I guess for some reason, the entire time I've ever seen Hook roll, it's
just been-
the worst. I've never seen him roll high. Like, go figure.
That's fair. Like Meg and Adam. They just
Here we go.
generally roll
We
around
will
initiative.
start. We
Yeah.
will first start with Jasmine. As you and Raja book it down the Agrabah lane, shall we say? I'm gonna actually go to the main map for you guys because you are booking it down, and I wish I could just like instant show you, but basically you pass the spice road, or excuse me, I call it the spice road, the road to the port.
Yeah.
And a bit of the ways down is where you see the Tiger's Eye is still just now starting to descend. Because again, you want to go slow and safe. You don't just want to crush down. Because yeah, you want to kill demons, but then the ship. So Silver is slowing the descent in as boom, 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 hitting the cannon fire. You start in. Jasmine, go ahead and make me a just base like attack roll to start hitting these demons.
Okay, I'm going to assume advantage because I can like stealthing on carpet.
Yes, you're already stealthing on carpet.
Oh, that's gonna be 29 to hit.
A 29 to hit. That truly hits. On a 29, you realize, boom, like with your sneak attack, you might mow down a lot of them. Like, it's hard to tell number, but you're like, the blade is just whirling through this army, and like, boom, 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 boom. And you think it's like a hit point per drop. Because again, in war,
Yeah.
you just down them with a weapon and keep going. You don't stop to make sure they're dead. The demon soldiers that were on this front line attacking civilians drop as these civilians kind of look back again. Yeah, they'd probably thank you when they live and keep
Yeah,
running.
just run.
You see, though, unfortunately, there are already a lot of downed civilians in the street. As you are pushing forward, Raja jumps off the carpet, roars, and you kind of see like dark energy pulsates off of him. My dude can fight,
Yeah.
and isn't in hell. And
Really?
would
No
like
way,
to-
he's
This is
yeah, for the first
Um,
time,
First time
whole
ever got to
campaign.
see him,
Raja's
yeah.
about to start attacking when we get to his initiative turn.
Right.
Um,
And I do get 2 turns in the first round. But
You do
later,
get 2.
at my initiative minus, so it'll
So
be 17.
17. Jim, we now cut to you and Morph. You hit
Okay.
some of these first
First,
hits.
first things first, I give Kronk haste.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
120 foot per second blur of divine death.
I love it.
Kronk, you make it to the house first.
Yeah.
Like, you are insanely quick, my guy. Again,
That's so funny.
oh, and I will say this because now it's more applicable. This isn't our traditional combat like we see fit. Each round isn't exactly 6 seconds. Like, time will stretch because, again, this is a battlefield. But again, 10 rounds before haste drops. It's like as if it were a minute. So don't worry when I say, like, 15 minutes passed when you run to here and go, oh no, but my haste. The only thing that has dropped, unfortunately, is Morph's invulnerability, because it's that like
It-
getting to the battlefield.
It
Now,
lasts either 10 minutes or an hour.
it lasts 10.
It costs 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. Invulnerability only lasts 10 minutes. And
No, it costs us 10 minutes to get to.
yes. As again, you are
Okay.
going through the inner city, and you and Jim, you're flying
You're
through.
the DM, you get to
Yes.
decide.
This is the country.
Yeah.
It's a country where like arrows are flying to, people are screaming,
Yeah.
a lot is happening, and so it's like, oh yeah, on a clear day, you could probably make it to the first kind of houses in like 4 minutes, maybe 5. It's almost a difficult terrain, shall we say, to start moving through the city
Could-
with this much chaos.
Could Morph turn into like a little shield while she's invulnerable?
That's adorable.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Morph.
I turned into a suit of armor around Thumbelina once.
Yeah,
It was
so-
really-
that was-
Yeah, Jim with a invulnerable morph shield, Kronk with just 120. You guys make it there, or rather, the haste
Yeah.
starts. Sorry. However, we want to say the invulnerability will have dropped, unfortunately,
That's
by
okay.
then. But
Yeah.
now, boom, Kronk, you have haste. Jim, you are at the first house, and you see a demon is appearing out of this house. This demon, wings on its back, kind of like jagged, broken horns, fangs, very classic, like reddish
Break those
brown
horns a little
skin,
further.
but clawing its way out, like a lot of claw marks. You can tell, yeah, because some demons have been coming from these first houses and are like on the sides of the civilians, but that's where some of the Agrabah guard kind of were, so it's helping. It's about even on the sides of this bottleneck. Jim, what would you like to do besides haste when you get to this house?
Oh, stab that dude in the chest.
Excellent. Go ahead. Yeah, kill him.
Well, if I could roll high, where'd my phone go? Oh, it's right in front of me. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 hits exactly. You now know their
Okay.
armor class.
Cool. Well, then I do that. Oh, I do a lot of those actually. 1 second.
How many do you need?
Okay. Let's see, 17, 25. That's 30, and the 30 points of radiant damage with the sword and slicing damage, and then sneak attack, which is going to be a lot more. Anyways,
Boom. This dude is eviscerated, as well as Jim again. Damage carries over to the demons surrounding, like the ones that were already outside the door. You make a path successfully, and you kind of realize, all of you, that may be what the part of this battle is like the demons are more you have to hit to make a path right now. They're not like, yeah, like demons surrounding you, they'll on their turn might deal damage, of course. They might try to attack you. But right now there's just so much soldiers, you gotta clear a path through the doorway. Jim, though, boom, down. You guys now can move in and out of this house, to which I'll say at the end of your turn, Morph, now you can like freely get around.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything out of the ordinary in here? Like, what the heck it could be? I want to do an Arcana check, because it has to be magic that
I will
allows them to get in
say
here.
you're going to make an Arcana-based investigation. So yes, using your Arcana.
I am
Okay, because
I am proficient in both of those,
Okay.
so I can't roll below a 27 for those if I can help.
I can't
Yes.
roll below the two of those.
So yes,
but-
Jim, with your help action, which I'll say, Jim, is fair. It's that like prep kind of thing. Morph, you will then have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim and Morph, you're kind of
That's
scouting
pretty
this
good.
area.
That's 10 plus 11, 21. I rolled pretty low. I got a 9 and a 10. 6 and a 10.
You guys watch, and I will say, it's that like the battlefield almost becomes quiet in the sense of like you slowly enter this home and realize that like where are they coming from? You're slowly tracking the claw marks. You're tracking the difference in terms of like where they came from, like because they appear to just wreck shop. It's not like oh
Yeah.
they're starting to scare things.
It's gotta be magic. Nothing else makes sense.
As you jump in, the claws and marks eventually lead you upstairs to a room that, looking around, a smaller bed is in the corner.
I called it. I totally just called
Toys
that.
are around on the floor, and as Jim and Morph, you both look up and see a closet door that boom
Oh,
slams
never
open once
mind.
more as a
There
demon
you
steps
dang.
through this door and roars at both of you, and you see
Frick.
thousands of demons behind it. The door closes. You realize that like it opens, it emerges, it closes. And I will give you a free check. If you try to open the closet door, it's empty.
Because
Yeah.
we skipped Monstropolis.
You
so
skipped
none of this
Monstropolis.
happened.
This is the bad
yeah.
stuff. As
Hey, Silver, destroy the houses.
Yeah.
Destroy the house.
houses. Silver's gonna try.
Okay.
Morph at the end of your turn.
Wait,
that is
can I do anything else on my turn?
I'm going to say movement. I will say no because it's a big action. You succeeded.
That's fine. That's
It's more. You did the big thing to figure out like how are they getting
I
in
am
the
going
city.
to message to anyone of our allies who might be within range what we've figured out. So stay
Gotcha.
out of the houses and spread the word.
Stay out of the house.
Burn the houses.
You start spreading that immediately.
Wow.
Hook is going to take his turn. Kronk,
That
you
is-
see, Hook on your back, Kronk, is more like helping you run. Because like 120 still sucks if there's difficult terrain to like get around. So Hook takes his turn and he is just mowing down people as fast as you run. So like as soon as you're up to a new enemy, Hook is slashing at them, and that's what he's gonna do for you is keep the path clear. Kronk, that makes your turn then. What would you like to do? Again, you make it to the house with Jim and Morph. Is there anything you would like to do here?
I want to try and light some houses on fire to help
Ooh.
with that destructive process, and I'm wondering if Thunderous Smite might be the best way to do that.
Do you have destructive?
I do have Destructive Wave, but that's not fire. Because the fire,
Yeah.
I would assume, catch and spread from house to house.
It might, yes, like, because even in a desert city, when your house, it's going to be made out of fibers and mud and brick and hay. So, yes, like, there might be a way for fire to catch if you really start it.
Yeah. I just am wondering if there's any
I
metal
have a thing that I want to do that I can't do because it's not my turn.
Oh, Thunderous. Never mind. That's not going to do any kind of fire or anything.
No, yes, I just looked it up. Yeah, Thunderous Smite, it deals like thunder damage, right? It's more of a boom sound attack.
You
Not
can
a
at least
calling down
level
lightning.
some houses.
Yeah. I could do Destructive Wave. I want to find the best place to do that though. Because I only get 2 5th level.
Yeah, these are the big things for you.
Yeah. So do I have anything that would, let's see. I would assume that I have some kind of fire starting something.
Yeah,
I've been
Kronk,
cooking this whole time, so
you have, yeah, in your cooking pack, your explorer's pack, it's like a tinderbox. Hey, most people have this. It's one of those like, oh right, D&D, you get this stuff. So yeah, you have fire starting equipment.
okay.
You could also use Ice Storm and
Oh,
kind of
really?
put that on the demons. So you have like an area where the demons are getting, like as they're funneling through onto the road. You can put that kind of like right where a barricade is
Okay.
because you have Ice Storm.
Yeah, I just don't know what that does.
Creates a a very large storm, blizzard on steroids, basically, and they take a lot of damage.
Okay. That actually doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
And then we can
So-
focus on lighting stuff on fire.
Yeah, Ice Storm would be my last 4th level spell, but that could
If
work.
Not,
I'll do
I
that.
will let you know. I am planning on using incendiary cloud in a moment,
Okay,
Cool.
so that should help with the
Thank you
water.
to next. You should come.
cool. I'm thinking probably is Ice Storm gonna do any good at that point?
Well, I mean, it depends on where you put it. If you put it on the road,
Okay,
then yeah.
okay, I'll do that.
Yes.
I'm gonna-
Okay. So yes, Kronk, tell me how you would like to do this.
As I understand, I'm gonna cast Ice Storm on the road
Yes.
so that as the demons come out, they enter that field and take damage.
Correct. So it's that like big, you are cutting off this quadrant of the city. It's kind of hard to tell, but like you see those 4 major blocks, so to speak, just right off of to the right of the palace.
Yes.
It's Kronk. Ice Storm would effectively, at least for a couple rounds or so, cut off any demons coming from these 4 major quadrants.
Cool.
Because it's a big thing. You're making a giant, like Jim and Morph, you guys kind of zip out of that house, right? It's that, hey, we know what's going on. To see Kronk, you raise your hammer, it crackles with ice and thunder, and you point it towards the ground as large ice pillars erupt from the earth, and you guys see blocking this path towards the palace and the people. Well done,
Sweet.
Kronk.
Thank you.
Excellent. Jasmine, that will make your second turn of this initiative. Technically, you should have gone before Kronk. My bad. Jasmine, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Because you see the tiger's eye is slowly descending just in front of you. You have now stopped the start of the demon army. Like it's like you and Raja are against the demon army approaching now.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna keep rolling sneak attacks against these demons.
Excellent.
And then I do have to ask, how much information was I able to get from the rest of the party when they figured stuff out?
Jim was able to message.
Yeah, message.
And I messaged anyone who was within message.
But unfortunately, Jasmine is outside of the message range, I believe. Because unfortunately, Silver doesn't have message. Silver isn't a magical dude. Like he's fully artificer warforged dude.
I can relay information to him through our communications.
Yes. It's just more like Silver now has the information, but he has to get close enough to Jasmine now to tell her.
So I currently do not know yet, but I know that they're on it, and I'm just gonna let them deal with it. So yeah, if I don't have any information to act on, I'm just gonna keep killing demons.
Excellent. Go ahead, roll.
24 to hit.
24 will hit. Roll against these demons then.
Okay, I'm rolling damage, and what am I getting in the way of the poison damage as well?
The poison damage, it's more, again, in battle, if you can get a good hit, they're down. Poison keeps them down right now. So, like, you're not just stopping the army lines. It's the demons that are getting downed by you are also staying down long.
42 damage.
42
with my,
damage.
Dagger.
You, boom, 2 lines of demons now. So the first 3 lines are not, as you again, whirlwind blade through carpet, just going down the line. You're basically slitting their throats as you just zip through, poison damage creeping into these demons, making sure they are getting hit. And I will say this, I got something wrong. It is important to note, they are downing. You are downing them. They are immune to the poison condition and poison damage in general. So
I'm not doing
they
anything with that anyway.
eventually might be able to get up. It's not like if allies are, again, in war, these enemies aren't dead. You are down. They're not going to be able to do damage or push or do stuff, but you're now looking at crap. They're not.
I'm still doing
poison.
sneak attack with the dagger that can do radiant damage.
Yes, so still heavy damage. They are well and truly dropping in these lines. Jasmine, as you do so, please give me a perception check.
I am not rolling well tonight. I think that's just going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You
Yes.
watch. Dirty 20 still succeeds. Up above, standing seemingly in the air, as these demons press forward, Fierna, the woman from your trial, watch this city, looks at you, goes, "Prepare to die, daughter of the false dawn."
Could I, her passive beats whatever stealth I would have been rolling?
Yes. Her passive, she has a crazy good passive. Not all these the demon lords will, but she is one of the best. as you see for her legendary action, looks at you,
If she power word kills me, I'm going to slap you.
looks above, sees the tiger's eye,
You destroy my ship, I kill you.
raises a hand,
August.
casts Meteor Swarm.
Oh crap!
Her one a day, she chooses, she could have power word killed,
Yeah.
but she chooses her Meteor Swarm on the tiger's eye.
You know, Tiger, it's been through worse. Like, it's survived.
It's done worse. It's done worse. I forgot to actually roll for the ship. Oh, fun fact: the ship goes before the demon soldiers. I should have said that. Tiger's Eye ship. Meteor Swarm is a lot of dice that I actually physically do not have. So I will be doing this like electronically. The ship, unfortunately, the downside to the warship is it is a construct
Yep.
made of wood, meaning both the fire damage and the
Actually,
oh yes. No,
this was not made of wood. This is what's his name's
this
old
is
ship.
a metal ship. Yes, thank you so much. I forgot to point that out. The fire damage will not double. It will still take fire damage with Meteor Swarm. The bludgeoning damage will, as the Meteor Swarm is going to affect this, but the ship will not catch on fire, and it will not damage the fire damage. Thank you so much. That is very important to know with Meteor Swarm. So the fire damage, and then the bludgeoning.
Good. The ship's going to be fine.
The
Just
ship,
based off the averages, the ship is going to survive
yes,
this.
it will take a huge hit, but the ship will take 78 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then it will take a doubled one. Let's see, 136 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, just above average rolls. Okay.
Yes, the ship is not bloodied yet. I will let you know, the ship has 500 hit points. It's a standard warship. All warships have this. It goes from 500 to 286.
It's still functioning.
Still functioning. It will mean, though, unfortunately, that its speed is a little bit reduced. Again, the more damage below half health ships take, the slower they are. But your cannons are still up. It's just heavy damage as she takes the ship, and just like in Space Jim, you see the meteor start striking into the Tiger's Eye over and over. Immediate alarms on the Tiger's Eye. You can just imagine Silver just barking orders again, dousing flames, getting everything ship ready. Big hit from Fierna. That makes, geez, Jim, Morph, Kronk, and Hook. As you guys, boom, ice up the iceway, you turn around and you see smart suit, slick back white hair. Tidavilius is standing here on his turn, looks at you guys, just goes, "Ah, man, don't you hate when you pick the losing horse?" And with that, I need all of you to make me wisdom saving throws.
With a +5 from
With
Kronk.
+5 from Kronk, because again, you guys are all linked up right now. Shoot, Hook failed.
I'd say 21.
But Hook will use his Indomitable to try again.
Yeah, come on.
Hook failed.
No!
Yeah,
Because
man.
even with Hook's bonus, it's a synthetic 18 for Hook, and he fails.
Was that with Kronk's aura?
Yes, that was with his
Oh,
Hook got a
you rolled
horrible
bad.
roll. So I'm telling you, with Hook, he rolls bad. I do not get it.
So Kronk got a 26.
Kronk succeeds. Jim, what did you
The
get?
one nat 20.
So I assume a 16 doesn't do it.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna use my point of inspiration.
Point of inspiration. There you go.
That's a natural one.
Oh my gosh.
No!
Morph, what did you get?
21?
Morph and Kronk both barely succeed.
Oh!
Morph barely succeeds on the exact needed DC. Kronk succeeds. Jim and Hook, Titavilius
What's up with them?
pulsates with fright on you.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Pause.
Wait, pause.
Right?
Fright.
So with fear?
Fear. This is a fear.
Yeah, we can't be frightened if we're within 30 feet of Kronk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
We
RF
can't be
direction.
frightened.
Yeah.
R of courage.
He just wasted whatever that was.
Oh no!
Looking back, that inspiration.
Yeah, so you get your inspiration back, right?
You get your inspiration
Yeah.
back. I'm not cruel. I'm a good DM. You get that inspiration back.
He's cruel,
as
but he's a good DM as well.
Hook and Jim, as you feel the fear sink in, Kronk takes hammer, slams it in the cement, and just points it at
Like,
Tidabilis as boom.
Oh my
His
God.
big fear, because this isn't like normal fear. There's very limited things you can do when he tries to make you afraid. And no fear, his frightening word is gone and out.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
I will say at the end of his turn, Fierna's definitely going to use another legendary action. Here we go. She can't. Oh, she could. That was her one a day, man. Because I wish I'd have kept one of them. She is going to cast the Firestorm on Jasmine or the ship. No, she's taking out the ship. It's this is their strategy.
Her.
I know.
How dare she spare Jasmine?
The ship, unfortunately, is
Jasmine can take the damage.
I'm
This-
actually at like 82 hit points
Yeah.
right now.
Jasmine,
she's not
again,
doing so hot.
it's that realization of, oh, that's why they sent a vampire. They were weakening us, forcing us to use stuff. The ship is going to take damage as she is putting a case of fire. It's that like semicircle. Basically, it just means Silver is going to have to go out of the fire and around, so he can't just lower it. It's that very carefully made make a big fire, so it's like you have to go up before you go down. The ship is going to take, as the ship has a -3 to Dex and could not save even if it tried, 36 more points of damage.
Okay.
Jim, you know the ship is now perfectly broken, meaning it is at 250 exactly. That means the ship is now officially at half speed and will
Can you-
start.
I'm sorry, can we get the ship on the initiative tracker with the hit points and everything?
It should be under the Tiger's Eye. Oh, excuse me. Unfortunately, I think since it's a construct, it won't show the hit points.
Okay.
But I will put a tag on the ship. You should just have to, refresh the page. I will tag the ship's hit points for you.
Thank you.
Just because that's important to know. Same with, there we go. Yeah, so the ship is now perfectly half. Again, Silver is just barking. Jasmine, you hear this roaring man, this half Warforged, half space orc dude is just calling out orders, calling out attack formations, because they're still getting ready to fire.
Right.
At the end of Tidabilis' turn, Raja is going to now attack the demons.
I cannot wait to see this.
As
I
Raja
know, right?
he's going to try to clear the path to Fiona for you.
Yes.
That is going to be, dear Lord
I want to
above.
know
I'm rolling
how
his attacks.
competent he is.
I normally don't
I mean,
retcon
the dude's a full
dice, but like I magically rolled for him, and I don't believe that I synthetically rolled a 1 4 times in a row on a calculated d20. I'm gonna roll it in person. That's why
Yeah.
I don't like the damage, like big, when you meteor swarm and have to roll 40 d6. I'll do that online. I'll roll Raja's attacks in person.
Thank you.
So one attack will miss the demons, one attack will hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. So 3 hits, meaning with those pincers, boom, boom, boom. Yikes. Raja deals the equivalent of 43 points of damage. As you see, ripping and tearing. His bites are biting through demons and severing them in two, ripping
gosh.
through as he is
I
just
think they're gonna
tearing
slow
through.
down.
Demons are slowly backing up. He is clearing the path. As he's not going for lines, he's going down the middle. Jasmine, meaning on your next turn, you'll be able to move without without it being difficult terrain straight to Fiona. She'll be in the air, but it's that like even with carpet,
I mean,
even
I
with
love
everything.
carpet, yeah.
So it's that like you'll have a for sure, even with demons and arrows and everything, he has cleared the path. That will then be the Tiger's Eye. Here's what I'll say. I know Jim, unfortunately, just stepped off camp. Jim, if you would like to roll for the cannons, I'm gonna allow that.
He's coming.
Oh no, he coming.
Cripple on the run.
Here we go.
Okay.
The Tiger's Eye is a warship. You have, again, fun fact, most warships don't have this. You have 2 rows of cannons on either side of the ship. This is a Arcanotech ship, meaning if the helmsman, if the captain orders, your cannons can mechanically move to one side. So all 4 attacks are now on one side. Silver has ordered all cannons to go straight into this demon army. The Tiger's Eye, unfortunately, they are cannons. They only have, if I am looking at this correctly, it's a +6 to hit, but each hit will deal 3d10 damage.
Okay. These do extra damage against buildings and constructs, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Jasmine's after that, and then Fiona. Fiona, fetch her. Okay. What I'm going to do then is these cannons will focus on Fiona.
Okay.
Nice.
Excellent. Smart. It's very smart. Smart.
Okay, let's
I
see.
don't like that face.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll start by trying to hit Fiona, and we'll see what happens.
All right, that's fair. So yeah, first volley of cannons. Again, you get 4 cannon attacks on this side of the ship.
Okay, so the first one's a 19 to hit.
A 19 misses Fiona. As
Okay.
cannon fire, boom, boom, boom. She kind of like is moving in the air, like her body is just shifting without any like head tilt. It's that very gyroscopic movement. First volley misses.
Okay, in that case, we're gonna hit the buildings.
Gotcha. So fun fact, the buildings do not have AC like we think. It's damage threshold. But again, constructs, so double. So go ahead.
Okay.
With the remaining 3 attacks, you can roll 9d10 and start attacking buildings. Just to like, again, close off the closets permanently.
How many D10 did you say? 9?
9 of them, my friend.
Been on this whole time. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just got to get 9d10.
I know, right? You never think about it if it's not a spell of yours, and then you're like, oh shoot, I need dice.
That's 6, 7, 8, and then one more. The 9.
Excellent.
I don't have a lot of dice.
That's fair.
I do.
He has a lot of dice.
20, 30, 40, 53.
53 doubles to 104. That deals
104 or 106?
106.
106.
The damage thresholds, again, what's needed to destroy these buildings is only 30 points of damage.
Oh.
So it's a lot of buildings destroyed.
So 3 entire big buildings, boom, boom, boom. Jasmine, you see again, Silver's taken out the buildings. You don't know what that means, but
Right.
he's now attacking on your city. As boom, a volley fire tries to hit Fiona. She misses. There's a pause. Ching, 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 ching. Boom, 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 and suddenly starts just attacking buildings. So you could roll me an insight if you want. Like, I'll be fair. Like,
I can.
because it is strange where it's like he tried to hit the
24.
24. Jasmine, you've only ever heard of Silver. Do you trust Jim?
Mostly.
And do you think Jim trusts Silver?
Oh yeah.
Meaning, if Silver's firing on the buildings, do you think it's for a good reason?
Probably, because especially even if I don't know how, I do know that demons are coming out of the buildings, and honestly, I'm way more worried about Fiona than all of the other casts anyway. So I'm like, back burner, not my first priority. It's probably fine.
Excellent. And so yes, insight check. That cool. Like I trust my party member, and if they trust them, I'll let them deal with that. Like I know it sucks. It's my city, but
It's like unless I have like some other priorities drop out, I'm not gonna worry about it. I have that much trust at least. So like, it's fine until I have time to worry about it.
Yeah. That's
what
it.
happens though, as appearing in a complete cylinder of necrotic energy blasting upwards, doesn't push the demons, but directly in the middle of the army, so perfectly equidistant between Jasmine and then Morph, Kronk, Jim, and Hook.
Yep.
Giant silver necrotic energy poof, upwards, piercing the very heavens. Shoo, disappears, standing aloft a winged chariot pulled by horned goats.
Shoot.
Winged horned goats. You see Mr. Incredible,
What?
Oh,
giant
okay.
scepter-like
What is
wand
it
in his
though?
hand.
Flying chariot.
It looks like him. He's got the suit,
Does he
holds
have the
this
mask?
giant aloft. He's got a mask
Cool, so
on.
it's not ours.
Because Jim,
Oh,
you
we
see this
already
with your
knew.
vision.
Yeah.
Jasmine, Raja kind of relays this. Orcus appears amongst the fight, and voice billowing across the entire battlefield. Kill them all! And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Holy crap.
Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Dang it.
Hey.